Of blankets, hay, and that kind of stuff, kind of ramshackled around. On that same area, you see a couple holes in the wall at about your height as a goblin stature. Looking around the room, you don't see any places where there's like a source of light, like any torches or anything like that. You do see a few little just kind of bits and pieces of piles. But in the very center of the room, as you get your way in there, you see there's some kind of a statue built in the middle of the room. Can't really make out what it is from this angle.
I'll walk up and try to figure out what it is.
You're looking at it, feeling it. This is dark, so there's no light on this thing, so you're just seeing kind of like a black shape here. As you're feeling it, it feels like it's bone, brush, as you're feeling it, like tree limbs and things like that. As you're kind of feeling around on it, you step back and you're kind of getting a shadow of it from the darkness at the light coming in through the tunnel where you guys are at.
Mm-hmm.
Looks somewhat like a head shape with some weird looking horns ingling off of it. It definitely looks like a head shape from where you're kind of standing at this point.
Okay. Is there like a main hallway or anything like that to indicate where we should go?
There is no door on the wall in this room. You don't see any outlets other than those 3 tunnels and the door you just came in.
And I'll walk back over.
What did you find?
I don't have to use the goblin voice with them, I suppose.
No.
Not unless you want.
Not unless you want to.
Anything interesting?
It dead ends.
Ooh.
There are more of those murder holes.
Mm.
And a statue that I couldn't quite see.
Well, I could take a look. I've got the devil's own sight, you know.
Pretty good in dark, too.
Yeah, so you guys move your way in. With your vision, you're able to see very clearly it's a bust of, or it's like a torso section, so kind of like a mid-bust of a head. You notice that one of the eyes, the right eye, for you when you're looking at it, has some kind of painting on it, but you can't tell what color. And there's 2 jagged horns that rise off of the head of this statue.
So, yeah, there's a statue and there's a head. More like a bust, but yeah, I mean...
Those are some big horns.
Information relay. How's that?
So, yeah, what do you guys want to do in here? Do you guys want to try to... there's no light, so I mean, you guys still can't see anything in here. Other than what, just the pitch black, like what you guys see in dark vision.
Light a torch.
Yeah. I mean, we could,
check out what's in here? I mean, there's a big
I'll light a torch.
statue.
I should have one in my...
Okay. So you light the torch up, you wave it around, you're looking around. Go ahead, you guys can all give me perception checks as the light kicks on.
Yeah.
alright.
16.
8.
5.
16 it is.
16 it is. All right. So yeah. So the light is you guys weren't expecting Seb to also just light it up, and both are just kind of taken aback for a second. Seb, you expecting it? You're looking around. You see on the ground very plainly now that you guys have light and you can see the detail in the dirt. You see drag marks that look like the statue has been moved.
From where?
Looks like it's been slid to the left and back to the right. Big base on this thing.
Brutalia.
Yes, sorry. One eye adjusting to brightness in the room.
Could you move this?
Probably. Which way should I push?
A point, whichever direction is the...
Yeah,
okay,
so...
Brutalia, come up. Where does it look like best place to grab onto this? At base?
Probably at the base, yeah. The top of it looks like it's, like, if you were to push from the top, it'd probably topple over pretty easily. The base seems to be it looks like it's built kind of like on a pedestal that you could slide.
Alright, so Brutalia will straighten her shoulders, briefly touch the now warm fur that she wears there, and then use all her strength to try and push.
Alright, go ahead and give me an athletics check as you go ahead and attempt to push this out of the way.
No.
Are you sure?
Pretty upright.
Oh.
And now it's really
Now
gone.
it's on the floor. All right, we'll go with that one.
Okay.
18.
That's
Now it's even farther on the floor.
It is down there somewhere.
We'll get it on break.
I got it.
So,
18.
yeah, no problem. You find it moves very
Muscles
easily
bulge.
as you just push into it, leaning. You feel it slide across. As you're moving this, you see a hatch, a closed hatch. The wood is very old. The ring on it's all rusted. Go ahead and try to pull open it as you slide that out of the way. And go ahead.
I would look to Seb when I see hatch. Okay. Yes.
Easily
That's
pops
it.
up.
Do I tear
and-
it off?
Almost. With how old this thing is, yeah, it almost comes off its hinges very easily. And now you're looking down and you see a small opening in the ground and a ladder that goes down into the dark.
Is it
Big
too
enough for
small
us.
for us to fit?
Yeah, it's big enough for you guys. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'll climb down first.
Yeah, for this, yeah.
I will climb down
You
first.
climb down first. All right. As you begin stepping down, I need you to give me a dexterity save.
Pretty good though. 18.
18. As you're stepping on this ladder, you feel it wobble. It's very unsturdy.
Oh, good.
So you're just feeling like, woo, like as it kind of just like bows a little bit. And
Is
you
there a way
start
to
making your
hold
way
it
down. You're getting the feeling that it's not so much that it's not anchored well. It's just a really
Just old.
crappy ladder. It's
Shitty
old and
ladder?
just beat
Okay.
up. So you're able to make your way down. You make your way down, and now you're into this other room that's even smaller than the one you were in before. This room's only about 10 by 10. And as you step off, you back into what feels like a barrel. And you hear like stuff slosh around in it. And you start looking around. You have your torch still, I'm assuming.
Yes.
So looking around, you see a couple other barrels, and there's a couple boxes, like little crates. They're all packed in this little room. And there's a closed door directly behind you against the
Okay.
wall.
I'll wave them down, but
How about,
careful with the ladder.
I could put a rope down if you want to climb down the rope and not take a chance with that ladder.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to use my grappling hook.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I have grappling hook and a rope.
Oh, right. So I'll hold on to it while you slide down the rope.
So you're going to physically hold on to the grappling hook?
Well, I'll
and-
just make sure it stays in place.
Maybe you go down the rope and
Yeah.
I hold, and then if I go down ladder and it breaks, we're stuck in hole.
You guys would have enough to like hook it on the
Hook it
like,
Oh, couldn't we just
statue.
tie it to the
Take it to the
statue?
statue.
Yeah, to the base. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
'Cause
We'll
I'm-
do that.
I'm going to grab it and
Let's
bring
do
it
that.
down with me. I'm just going to fly down.
Oh, that's
Okay.
right.
Yeah, you could definitely wrap around the base so Brutalia could make it down.
Okay.
And
Then
with
she
that,
will, propel down the hole.
absolutely. Yeah, very easy now that he's secured it. Jiik, you undo that. You drop down, catch yourself with your wings, and come to a nice soft
Like
landing.
just before you hit the ground.
Yeah.
What, these old things?
So you guys are now in this small like storeroom and finding it very cramped, as it's only about 10 foot by 10 foot with barrels and crates in here. So you guys are kind of now all squished in together in this little room.
Is the door locked if I check it?
I'd like to look in the crates.
It's locked.
What's in this? What's in these things? I like crack a barrel open.
You look in. This one, the first one you open, looks like it's full of salt. As you dig kind of through it, you find some meat, looks like fish, kind of fish in there. You're digging in through it a little more. Some of it looks like a little rancid. I think some of it might be going bad.
Can I pick
I've
the
probably
lock?
eaten worse.
While she's doing that, can I pick the lock?
Yeah, go ahead and give me your thieves tool.
Can I look in another crate while he's picking the lock?
Sure. You open up another crate, you find looks like some kind of like oxen type meat.
It's just their food.
Lock opens. You feel the door handle now turns freely for you.
Alright, I'm gonna very slowly take a look, because this is obviously a
Rummaging.
storeroom
once
of
you do
some
that.
kind. There's not gonna be too much.
Yeah.
So so you open the door,
My
you
guess.
peer out, you see a hallway just goes straight out from you, and it looks like it hits a T intersection. Breaks
Okay.
off left and right. No light except from your torch that you can see discernible, and you just see footprints goblinoid-sized footprints.
Going both ways in the hallway?
Going from you, going that way from you, and also coming this way. So both directions down the hallway.
You said the hallway tees.
It tees. You can't see that far. Right. It's still about 40, 50 feet ahead of you.
I will slowly make my way down.
I'll stay a little behind, and I'm going to draw one of the Zlia Sestra.
Okay. You draw
my axe.
One of your axes.
Sorry.
And you guys begin. You're leading.
Yeah. Is it still like pitch black if I don't have the torch? Okay.
Yes.
It's pretty weird for a goblin to carry a torch, but we'll do it.
Okay.
I'll just make my merry way down the hall.
Right. So, go ahead and give me stealth checks, everybody, as you guys are going to be making your way down the hallway.
Where'd my good rolls get me? And +7, that's a 13. Thank you, expertise.
I got 15.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. That is 4 total.
All right. So you guys are making your way down. 7. What'd you roll, Jiik?
15.
15. Okay, yeah. You two are okay being stealthy. Brutalia, as you're turning away, your hammer hits one of the crates and you knocks it over, and you guys hear a loud thud. And as it happens, you guys do see some rats and like cockroaches scurry out of the storeroom and down the hallway. You guys pause for a moment, just kind of like, oh boy, I did not expect that.
Oops.
And nothing happens. You guys don't
Keep
hear anybody coming along.
Keep it down.
Doesn't seem like anybody seemed to have noticed that. As you do step out, you do hear a click. I need you to give me a dex save.
Oh, come on, guys. Oh, shoot. That is a 9.
A 9?
That's bad.
I like that laugh.
So as this happens, as Brutalia steps and causes this, Seb, you take just a moment of hesitation as you're realizing, oh no, you step out, you hear a click, and a dart flies out from the wall and hits you. We'll say just like in your arm here. It's only going to be 2 points of damage as the dart sticks into your arm. It's more annoying than anything.
Nice turn. I guess they trap their own hallways, and I will carefully investigate each new square that I go into.
For this section of the hallway, go ahead and give me a investigation check there.
18. Nice. We're back.
You do find another trap making your way down. This one was a pitfall trap where the tiles would have fallen out from it and would have fallen down into some spike pits. So
I will indicate that to them.
Yep.
Thanks for the heads up.
Carefully avoid that.
Okay.
Carefully.
You guys are slowly making your way down the hallway. This time you guys are being a little more quiet. As you reach the T intersection, everybody's stepping over the tiles that were going to drop out.
Yep.
You see, looking to your left, you peer down, which would be heading east for you guys.
Oh.
That is all covered in debris. You guys just see basically like a landslide in that area.
Like you can't get through it all.
You cannot get through that.
Well, that makes our choice easy.
Really simple.
You look to the right and you see which would be heading to your west. You do see the path does make another turn heading south, about 30, 40 feet ahead.
Okay. We will go to the west.
Keep an eye out for traps, I assume.
Yes. Keeping an eye out for traps.
Go ahead and give me a investigation check as you guys are making your way down this section.
11.
11?
Wait. Guidance.
What do I roll?
And
4.
Yeah. 15.
15. All right. Yeah, you do spot a couple additional traps as you're carefully making your way down. We'll just say for brevity's sake, you were able to... these are very simple goblin traps, very low DC to even try to disarm. These are pretty easy to spot.
Yeah.
But as you guys do come around the corner, you reach a spot in the tunnel, and this is where we're going to go ahead and bring your guys' minis onto the map.
Map cam!
As you guys are going to see ahead of you.
It's a hallway.
A strange...
Do a barrel roll.
Do a barrel roll over that. You got this. What you guys are looking at is some kind of a pool with a log that runs right over that. advantage on that.
Can I see if the log is sturdy? Does it feel like it'll roll?
Yeah, you go up and you put your foot on the log and you kind of push on it a little bit. It doesn't feel like it's moving.
I'm gonna concentrate and call upon some assistance from the Pale Knight and give my friends guidance.
Okay. Can you do that to multiple, or is it just...
I just gotta touch
I think
him.
you have to do it one after the other.
Gotcha.
Technically, it's
I
a
will.
cantrip, though. So.
Yeah.
I'll go first. Is it
Sure.
acrobatics?
Yes, this is going to be acrobatics. Depending on how you go across it.
I don't. Oh, great. I moved it after I rolled it. I didn't see it.
Okay.
Ha! Well, thanks for the guidance, but it's on 18 plus 5, 23.
23. Hey, you guys watch Seb just kind of gives you guys a look of like, oh, this is easy. And he gets to about halfway across. No issues. He just seems to be strolling across without a problem.
Should I wait for you to cross?
I think it's probably best to go one at a time.
Probably the best.
All right.
It's a good idea.
Give me another check.
Do I still have guidance? No, right?
Are you concentrating on it?
It's not a concentration thing. It was
It's
just
just a...
it was just for flavor.
That's an
Oh.
8?
Okay.
I can't read. I have to be able to touch them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. It's a touch spell.
So you guys do watch as Seb, he's kind of getting a little cocky. He tries to like, oh, this is no big deal.
Cocky kid.
He starts going, and as he's just about to step off, you guys see him lose his footing, and he does fall. Seb, as your feet hit, splash into this, like whatever this liquid is, you guys immediately see smoke start rising out.
Oh, no.
As you jump out, you're going to take 5 points of acid damage as you now have holes like eating through in your boots inside. And you feel
Your
some of
poor
it
little
eating
goblin
into
body.
your skin as your goblin form.
I want to turn back to my friends and say, don't worry, I'm sure I've got another pair of boots in here somewhere.
Open up the bag of
I'll
holding.
fish through the bag for someone else, some other disguise's boots that are small.
Mary
Mary
boots.
Poppins, Annie.
You do pull out a pair of boots, but they are way too big for your goblin form.
I will...
You can use the rope to like tie
I'm
the
going to
ankles.
just turn back into Seb.
Okay, so yeah, you can transform
Put
back
on
into
my
Seb.
layers.
And we'll say for that, Seb has made it all the way across, and he looks like himself again.
I will keep the rest of
Whoa.
the goblin clothing, though.
Okay.
Gotta teach me how you do that trick.
Do you think your lady could give me a little help too?
Oh yes, yeah. Here. There's some-
So are you just going to try to run across Brutalia?
All right, and it was acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay. So 11.
Wait, no.
All right, so you guys do watch very
Just taken up.
unsteadily. Brutalia makes it about the halfway mark, but she's really like doing the like.
All right. Well, before she makes it the rest of the way across, I'm gonna fly across, and I'm gonna give her more guidance on the way over.
Okay.
Question.
How big is this area though? That could be bad.
Yeah, you guys
But you
only have
already
about
said
like a 10-foot ceiling in here.
It's canon. He said it, so
Yeah.
let's do it.
Give her some guidance.
Give me guidance as you shove me into
I'm
the
gonna-
acid.
So I'm gonna need you first of all to give me let's do a sleight of hand because you're trying to do this without disrupting her.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Looks like a 13.
13. Okay. With that, Brutalia, I need you to give me another dex check, and it's going to be at disadvantage.
Well, good thing I got that guidance right.
Actually, with
Or do
that,
I not have the guidance?
no, you do have the guidance. Let's just go ahead and say no disadvantage. We'll say he,
I mean,
he
I'll
can make
take
it
the
over you.
disadvantage.
We still have the 10
Let's make
points,
things
right?
interesting.
All right.
No, because
do
our
it.
encounters.
Is it encounter only? I thought it was until a short rest.
The 10
Those
hit
are
points that we gained?
encounter.
I think I'm taking my hit points wrong.
It's going to be when you guys take a rest.
Oh, okay.
So I still had that.
Yes.
Oh, cool.
Damn.
I don't need to wait for the
Okay, so
Good luck.
Jiik taps me on head. I'm already unsteady. Am I rolling with disadvantage?
Yes, because he would be coming over your head doing that. There's still going to be some wind movement.
Ooh. All right.
Don't forget your
Well, do I have to use it on the next one, or can I save it?
Let's say you can save it.
Alright!
We'll say hold on to that guidance. We'll
20 total.
20.
He taps me on the head, but I turn like I am on
So you almost telegraph it very nicely with Jiik, and you use the momentum of his like flight to help carry you as you make it all the way across.
Oh, I thought that was just for standing still.
No. That's for making it across. He's giving you the guidance to try to like
Well done.
to get you there.
Thank you. I'm not always terrible at this stuff.
And then Jake just flies over.
Yeah.
I mean,
So you guys make it,
Whistling.
and you guys look
What's the
down the
problem?
hallway, and in front of you is a doorway. Whoops. There we go.
I will check for traps first.
Okay, go ahead and give me an investigation check.
thanks, Ed.
As you're approaching the door, you hear voices
Okay.
coming from inside.
I rolled a nat 1. So that's not a good check for traps. That's
Yeah, it's
5.
definitely not trapped.
Alright, I will attempt to... Is it... Can I stealthily check if it's locked?
Give me a stealth check while you do that. Give me a sleight of hand.
With guidance.
Do we all hear voices, or just
Yes.
Seb?
God.
You guys would hear voices. They're
Do
very
they make
loud
sense?
at this point. You only one that understands them is Seb.
17.
You hear voices inside.
Yep.
Sound like people are like yelling and laughing, and they're sounds like they're playing a game
What
of some
language?
kind. Goblin.
Goblin, huh?
Mhm.
Ooh.
So jovial in there.
I'm going to draw.
I will whisper to them,
both
there are
hands.
goblins inside.
There is gold for us.
There's gold inside. Must harvest it. Okay.
Yeah, the door is locked.
It is locked. Can I... We have two options. I could stealthily pick it, or we could come bursting through and catch them by surprise.
I like the second option better, but I may be biased. I do like to break things.
Then after you, and
Okay?
Are you gonna
we want
do
to
that thing where you get super mad
burst
first?
through
or-
the door and...
No.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm down too.
You guys are gonna bust through the door?
Are you able to give her guidance on that?
I am
Bust
giving
door
him
check?
her guidance right now.
Alright,
Then we're gonna get a
so...
shot at this.
All right. So you
We
guys
want
are
to
gonna
break
bust
through.
through the door.
Oh yeah.
So I've got the axes in both hands, and I'm just going to, like roundhouse kick the door open. Just something simple, nothing too showy. Just a big roundhouse kick to bust it open.
All right.
There it is.
Nice.
There it
There
is.
it is.
So as you guys watch Brutalia, her giant leg smashing through the door, she comes barreling through. Seb, Jiik, who's next?
I'll be behind her and then...
Okay.
Then me.
All right.
I'll be right behind her.
Do we
if I
get
can.
surprise round?
Yes, you guys will get a surprise round because you guys are breaking in. So I need everybody to go ahead and roll initiative
Yes!
Oh,
Oh boy.
as we are about to get into it.
damn. Ooh.
I know, right?
You're so fancy.
I'm so lazy.
So let's go ahead and we'll say...
Charleston.
Jiik Charleston.
And they got...
What'd you get?
Oh.
Four total.
Jiik
All
Charleston.
right, Brutalia, what did you roll?
4.
4.
22.
Jiik.
22 with higher dex.
All right. So, with
Wait,
that,
hold on. Okay, fine.
Not sure you
Your
can
initiative.
super crit the initiative.
as you guys kick in the
Try.
as you kick in the door,
That
you do catch your hammer for a second, and you are delayed. I mean, you will still get the surprise round, but you are like slower in your initiative order than everybody else.
I like this explanation.
Seb, you are going to be up first on the surprise round.
Surprise!
Surprise!
So-
Anybody have streamers?
I see the goblins.
So yeah,
What
so
is
looking in the
bigger
room, you see 4 goblins.
Yeah.
They all seem to be sitting around a table. Like you see dice, mugs, and things like that. They all seem to be drinking and have a good time. This orc here is... None of them look like they are wearing any of their armor. They all look like they are in relax mode right now.
Oh.
And he is sharpening his axe. They're at that table. The other one looks like he is dead asleep against the wall. But not now. As you guys bash into the door, you see him sit up. You see the other orc spin around, and you see the goblins kind of turn and look like, what the? Who that? Ah! So, and you're up.
I will go to the first goblin.
Closest to you?
But not closest to the orc. So the one to the left of him.
So this one here?
Yes.
Okay.
And
So you guys see Seb quickly move up.
I'm gonna stab him.
Stabby stab.
Stabby stab.
Or I'm not gonna stab him. Does an 11 hit anybody?
11 does hit.
Alright.
Just barely.
Or 7 piercing.
7 piercing. So you roll up to the goblin. And you do stab him. And that's with your primary dagger.
Mm-hmm.
You bury it right into his like upper part of his chest as he's like spinning around. Like, what? You, right into his chest. Pull it down. Just a quick strike. He is still alive. You do see blood coming out of that spot.
And I will... I'm gonna get pretty hurt. You guys don't catch up. But I will use my bonus action to Master of Tactics.
Okay.
I'm gonna say this one's already weak. To give Jiik advantage on his next attack.
Alright.
Master of Tactics.
And that will bring us to Jiik.
So as I came running through the door, I had already had my Eldritch Blast charged and ready to go, and I fly in and I see the first injured guy and I fling it at him.
Alright, so yeah, so working off of Seb, you see Seb kind of step just off to the left a little bit as the Eldritch Blast comes blasting in from Jiik.
15.
15 will definitely hit. You're going for the same one?
Yep.
Alright.
Oops,
It's just about ruining this guy's day.
Yes.
looks like a 9 damage.
Alright, so describe the demise as you blast it.
I want to, the blast is going to hit him so hard with all the momentum I built up from running that it's going to fling him all the way into the wall.
So you guys watch as like Jiik comes strolling into the room. You blast it out, hitting that goblin that you just struck. It pulls your dagger right out of it as it goes flying. Before it hits the wall, it like just kind of evaporates into dust as it just into like a cloud of just black smoke.
I want to use my reaction to go, our money!
I was thinking more along the lines of like Deadpool when he comes flying out of the car and runs into the street sign.
Oh, gotcha.
Jelly.
Yeah, we can say that. We can retcon that and say, it's the body is still there. It hasn't vaporized.
Will we be able to harvest everything we could sell? Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, if you didn't have 7 temporary hit points now, because now you see the energy.
Brutalia. Yeah, you guys watch that strange thing that happens when Jiik kills something. The ethereal, like, almost soul pulling out of it into him and then being pushed out to you guys.
It was the only thing left where he was standing.
Pretty much. His, like, soul just kind of sat there and...
Invigorating.
Brutalia is going to watch as Seb and Jiik run forward and tag team one, take him out, look to right, and see the big orc there. And remember last time orc came up on Seb.
Alright.
She is going to make her way, both axes in hand. And when she reach him, axes flip around so the balls, the ends with the balls are there. And she is going to bring both at the same time in his temples.
Going balls out. So 2
balls
attacks.
Balls out.
Go ahead and roll for the attacks on against the orc.
That is definitely cocked. This coffin is so pretty, but that is a crit.
Okay. Don't forget to roll your super crit.
Then a 13 on the second one.
13 will hit.
Okay.
They are not wearing
Oh
armor.
wait, is that the...
That's
whatever.
the secret.
Okay.
They are not armored.
Okay, so... first attack.
Brutalia. I too like to lead with my balls.
5. 8 damage on first.
8 damage, yeah, damn.
And 5 damage on second.
So 13 total.
Yes.
Alright. So you guys watch Brutalia working off of your guys' attack, remembering that instance where the orc attacked you last time and was killing you. Strides in, you guys just watch the 2 axes come up, and in just a flawless move, the balls come flipping around, and she brings them duel at the same time.
Oh yeah, maybe I like flip them in the air and then grab them again. Because that's
She brings him in right into the sides of the head of this orc as you just watch him.
And then she's going to point with one at the other orc and say, "You're next." Try and draw attention to her.
He is stunned.
Yes.
As he failed a con save. He rolled a natural 1. So
Fighting
I'm going to
dirty.
say that he is stunned for this round as he is taking that to the temples, just a vicious hit. So he's not doing so hot. That is the end of the surprise round for you guys.
Okay, that's it for Brutalia.
Yeah. It is now going to be Seb's turn again.
I will. Can I, without taking an attack of opportunity, just go around that goblin, stay in his face, and also hit the orc?
You are nowhere near an attack.
I mean, if I try to go to him.
Yes.
I'm gonna go to the
Are you
orc.
going to try to go to this one here?
No, the one that Brutalia stunned.
Oh, you want to attack orc on way to goblin?
I want to go to the orc. I just don't want to draw an opportunity attack
gotcha.
from the
No, you're
goblin.
not gonna.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not within range of any of the
And
goblins.
I will stab him.
All right, stabbing the orc. You are at advantage because he is stunned. I believe.
2 14s. It's 20.
Yep. Yeah, it's gonna hit.
So. Ooh. 8, 11, 15 piercing.
Describe the demise on him.
Well, as I see him just dazed there, I'm just gonna do my same, turn the blade around, cross the throat, and turn, and without even seeing if he dies, I want to just immediately turn, use my other dagger to stab at that goblin.
All right. So in one quick move, you watch Seb stride over. As he does so, and flips his dagger, catches it, rakes it right across the orc's throat, who you just see immediately just drop to the ground, bleeding out, stunned. It's not even reacting to its own throat being cut. And with the other motion, you bring your other dagger straight in at the goblin.
Oh.
And that's a crit. Fail.
And you're pretty charged off of that orc, and you're just like, what? You go to stab at him, and the goblin, telegraphing this, steps out of the way and just watches your dagger just completely miss it and just looks at you. Go ahead, Jiik. It is your turn next.
All right, so I'm going to move a little further into the room.
Okay.
Was there a second orc?
There
Yes,
is. He
the
is
sleeping
He's
sleeping.
in the back.
About
But
where
he
do you
woke
wanna
up,
move?
You said.
Right
Yes.
about there's fine.
Okay.
I'm going to look at him and I'm going to say, I remember my first surprise attack. And I'm going to cast Vicious Mockery on him.
Okay. And that is a wisdom save.
Amateurs.
It rolls a 19.
Ooh.
Natural.
He saves.
Yeah. He's kind of confused by your verb, like, what? It doesn't seem to take hold on him.
That's all I got.
That's all he got. So Jiik does try to, like, but the orc just seems kind of, alright. And that's going to bring us to the goblin's turns.
Darn.
Goblin who you missed with your attack.
Yes.
He takes his mug of whatever he's drinking and he throws it at you.
Oh.
So that is going to be a disadvantage.
Tasty beverage is what that was.
Because a 13 does not hit you.
No.
As he does so, you can tell he's a little drunk. He wings it and it just sails right by your face, spilling all the stuff. You see it smash against the wall. He is going to use his bonus action to scurry away from you and take off running towards that direction. You guys do see a hidden doorway open, and there is a sign hanging on it that says, "Don't touch."
That's amazing. I love it. I love it.
And that goblin is now beelining towards that door.
Okay.
The other two, this one is going to turn and it's going to make a movement over to here, and you see it rustling around in the boxes. This one here makes a run over here. You see it rustling at something in those like bed sheets or whatever that's laying on the ground there. That's their movement, that's their turn, that's their action, so that's going to be their turn. And that will bring us to the orc's turn, who is going to stand up he grabs his axe and he's making his way towards Jiik. And he will get to you and make an attack. As
Shouldn't have mocked him.
23 is going to hit.
Alright.
That is going to be 7 points of slashing damage as it brings this great axe down at you.
So as he hits me...
Yeah, you... Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. As he hits me, I look like I get this vacant expression on my face, and then I just get surrounded by hellfire. And I point at him, and I don't say anything, and I immolate him with hellish rebuke.
All right.
You've been rebuked.
That's an attack, or is that a dex save? I can't remember.
I don't remember either. It doesn't say.
Actually, I don't remember.
Well, he rolled a 3, so we'll just say it's a dex save. He's going to fail it.
I forget how much damage it was. It's like 3d12 or something like
yeah,
that.
yeah, it should be because of
Really?
the level you're casting. Because the level he's casting it at.
Level 2.
So 2d10 fire damage at base level.
It's at level 2.
That's level 2. So 1d10. So it'd be 3d10 at
3d10.
level 2. And it's just
It
an
is a dex
attack.
save.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah, it is a.
That was
it
right.
is? Yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
Thanks, internet.
Thanks, Internet.
It's like 11 damage.
11 damage. Okay, yeah. As you guys watch the orc, he just, in that same movement that he got the vicious mockery, he picks up his axe and just makes a quick move over there, brings the axe down on Jiik, and at that same moment as the axe comes down, he brings it back up, and you just see Jiik get this dark persona as he casts his hands out, clenches his fist, you just watch fire immolate around this orc. Just like patting itself out, like doesn't know what is going on. It just made this attack, and now all of a sudden it's being immolated. It is still standing, but you guys see just like smoke just reeling off of his body. And that will bring us to Brutalia.
Okay, seeing the orc run towards Jiik, she's going to turn around, watch this whole scene happen. As orc is flailing arms in the air, all crazy, she is going to wait for her moment, run up behind his back, and jump on it, hooking one arm under armpit and other arm around neck.
Okay,
And
so
then throw her weight backwards.
and you're going for a grapple?
I'm going for a grapple, and I'm going to try and knock him down.
All right, so go ahead and give me an athletics check as you're going to go ahead and try to bring him to the ground.
10.
Okay, well, he rolled a 5 total. So you successfully grapple him, and you're going to use your bonus action to take him to the ground.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and give me another opposing strength check.
Is that cocked? Tell me I'm not just imagining it.
No.
No.
Oh, you rolled a 1? You rolled a super crit 1?
Well,
No,
is
it's
it we
20.
roll a 20 on the
I don't know.
super fail?
I thought it was 2 1s or 2
All right, 2
Yeah.
1s and 2 fails, so we'll keep it that way.
I mean, I can super fail.
So
if
you
want.
do get the grapple on him. You do get your arm and you get him hooked in. But as you go to try to like bring him down, you feel him plant himself, and he can't. You don't feel him budging at this point.
Okay. Damn.
And that is going to bring us back to Seb.
That would have been so cool.
I would like to throw 2 of the daggers I looted before. If I have
Okay.
offhand, can I throw like that?
Yeah.
I don't have 2 attacks, but I do have the bonus
Yep.
action. Okay, cool. I'm going to throw both of them at that fleeing goblin.
Okay. So first one, wings out.
Does an 11 hit?
It just barely hits.
Then a 22 definitely hits.
Yes, both will hit.
Okay. Rolled terrible damage. It only gets the modifier for the first one, right?
Correct.
So it's 6, 7 damage. I rolled really poorly.
So both of the daggers do hit, like sink sink. One of them just in the upper part of the back, the other one like right in the thigh. It does take some damage and it does slow him down a bit, but he is still standing and moving.
And can I run over to him?
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
want to get right up in his...
You have the
business.
movement. You gonna try to block him?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say you can get right in front of the doorway here, kind of just
Or at the very
interposing.
least, opportunity attack when he tries to leave.
So yeah, you can get close.
Do what I can. I don't want him to go.
No, I know.
And that'll bring us to Jiik.
Hold a 1 and a 2 for
So,
damage.
still really upset with this orc that hit me. How dare he?
Mm-hmm.
While he's being held still by my friend Brutalia, I look at him and I say, "My lady, bring my righteous fury, or bring your righteous fury on him." As the bell appears in front of me,
Ooh.
and I make uncomfortable eye contact with him. Hit the bell.
You give him some sweet eyes, and he feels really uncomfortable. That's the way you're looking at him.
And I'm on his back holding his head in place so he has to look.
Wisdom saving throw.
All
14.
right. Wisdom saving throw. Ooh. He rolls a 17.
Yeah.
Natural. So yeah, the bell doesn't seem to have the effect that it's had on other creatures with him. He is looking at you, and he is uncomfortable, but he does
This
not
guy
take,
keeps talking to
he does
me.
not take damage.
Son of a bitch.
It is the goblin's turn. The one that sees
something.
you,
Yep.
he's gonna stop for a moment, and he is going to attempt to dash around you.
Okay.
So you go ahead and give me your opportunity attack. Actually, you know what? It has the ability to disengage from you,
It sure does.
and it is going to use that ability,
Oh shit.
and it goes out the door.
Let's do that.
Bye!
See you guys later. I'm gonna go catch this goblin.
All right. So at this point, that one is turns. This one here turns around, and you see it raise up a short bow at you as it looses an arrow at Seb.
We use a reaction to wince.
An 11 will not hit as it's doing this, like it's trying to get in. It fires and it goes, ting, clatters off, and okay. You do see it clatter off the door, and it goes out through the hallway.
Okay.
This one here is going to turn and make a run at you because you're the closest, as it brings a dagger at you that it pulls out from its bed. A 10 does not hit. As you see it stumbling, it goes a swipe at you and totally just whiffs.
Much luckier than last
like,
time.
yeah.
I got hit by everything.
All right. And that will bring us to...
I dart out the door and I do not disengage from that guy.
Hang on, it's not your turn.
Ah.
The orc
No, why is he still alive?
is going to attempt to break your grapple.
Strength check?
Yep.
17.
He rolled a natural 20.
Oh.
As he breaks off.
Do I need to roll acrobatics to land on my feet, or
No,
I
you're
just land
fine.
on
He
my
just
feet?
breaks the grapple off of you. But unfortunately, that is all he can do. And that's going to bring us to Brutalia.
So he's still.
He is not grappled. He is free.
His back is still to me?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I am going to punch him in the back of the head and then duck down and sweep the leg, Johnny. I am going to sweep my leg in an attempt to knock him over.
So go ahead and give me your attacks.
Okay.
So weapon attack with your hand.
That's a 19 for the punch.
Nice.
Okay.
So that's 4 damage.
It's going to hit. All right.
And then to sweep the leg, that one is cocked.
So you guys just see Brutalia land this like powerful hit right to the back of the head. They'll work.
9 to sweep the leg.
9 will not hit. As you go to like sweep the leg, its movement as you punch it in the forehead steps forward and you miss one of its feet. You do clip the other one, but it's able to right itself and catch its foot and stand still straight up and down.
Okay.
So it did not go prone,
No.
and that is going to bring us to Seb.
I run out the door and attack the goblin.
Okay, so you take off.
Yep.
This guy's going to get an opportunity attack, so you take off after the goblin.
Said don't give a fuck.
And the
I won't get
opportunity
away.
attack
Be way worse.
is going to hit you.
Okay.
And that is going to be a total of 5 piercing or slashing damage.
Okay.
as the dagger sticks you. You go out the hall, and you easily catch that goblin. Yeah, he's got a dagger sticking on it. He's half speed, so you're able to catch him pretty quickly.
Ooh.
Did you crit?
Yeah, I did.
Hooray.
I really want to see.
That's okay. It's still a crit.
It's not a sneak attack. 6. It's still 10 damage piercing.
Okay,
Yeah.
go ahead and describe his demise.
Yeah.
He's already pretty wounded from my first attack.
Yeah, he's got a dagger on his back and then one of his leg that you've thrown at him.
As I come running in behind him, I'm going to do like a little slide, and I want to just stab right into his Achilles as if I'm trying to take him down. But get more than I meant to and just rip a chunk out of him as he just chopples down from the...
So yeah, Stab, you're the only one that witnesses this, but as you come sliding out from the door, you rake your dagger across the back of his leg, and you do carve right through that Achilles, but then keep going. As you pretty much flay the entire calf off of the back of his leg, you just see him goes down as he just like grabs his leg for a second. He lays there like squealing in pain as he just bleeds out. Just eventually just dies.
And did I have to run like 30 feet out of the room for this?
About 20 feet out of the room.
20 feet out.
So you can get halfway back in.
How far would I be from Brutalia if I got halfway back in?
You would be about 30 feet from her.
Perfect. Would I know if Brutalia raged for this fight?
You have not seen her look
Like
quite
you did?
as...
Yeah.
Not that same madness in the eyes.
That blood.
Not quite. You're not sure.
I mean, she always looks pretty angry when she's fighting, but... yeah, she...
Okay, then I'm going to call it another kick should do it, and I'm going to use my Master of Tactics, which is within 30 feet.
Yep.
Give her advantage on her next attack.
Ooh!
All right.
Gracias.
Jiik, it is your turn.
I know a lost cause when I see one. I'm gonna go ahead and focus on this goblin that's shooting arrows.
All right.
Yeah, and I'm going to shoot him with my own.
Eldritch Finger Blast.
Finger blast.
Ooh!
Is that 22
Yeah, that's going to hit.
with 8 points of damage?
Oof.
Pew pew.
So yeah, you see Jiik reaching out his finger, blasting, scorches into that goblin, burns a nice hole right through his leather tunic into his like torso. He definitely looks pretty rough from that initial blast. That is it for Jiik. That is going to bring us to the goblins. He does not like that. He is going to return fire on you, Jiik.
No kidding.
With a 21, he will hit. You do take a total of 6 piercing damage as the arrow thunk right into your chest. He does manage to get you with that one. The other goblin is going to run through the doorway here and make an attack on Mr. Seb.
Oh.
And a 11 is not going to hit you.
And the luck continues.
Alrighty, and that's going to bring us to Mr. Orc, who
Mr. Orc
is going to turn his attention to the woman that has been behind him,
beating the
causing
shit out of him this
all
whole
kinds
time.
of frustration.
Oh, hello.
And he brings his axe down on you. Ooh, a 24 will hit. And that will be 11 points of slashing damage as the axe bites down right into your shoulder.
Yowzers.
Okay. And that is going to bring us to Brutalia's turn.
Okay. She is going to, after getting hit with axe, backhand him across the face.
Okay.
With advantage.
Go for it.
I really need to do something about this coffin. 15.
15 does hit.
Okay.
Yeah, so just backhand him.
4 damage.
All right.
And then remembering Seb's words about the kick, I'm going to roundhouse kick him in the head. Like
All right.
into the door.
So you guys watch Brutalia's meaty hand clock this orc across the face. As
it
it
is
does,
a finely muscled
It's-
green work of art. Thank you
it's
very
a
much.
muscly, like very strong, stout hand, though. I mean, come on, you're a fighter. It's a machine.
I'm just saying.
So-
You bring it
She's beautiful.
as it smashes into the orc's face. You and just watch like teeth fly out. as you do see blood and everything, kind of he just looks very dazed and haggard after that shot.
Where did he go?
As the hand keeps going, you guys just watch her right leg just come up, boot and all.
With advantage?
12. I already.
Oh, you already used it.
Yeah.
12 will hit.
Yeah.
Yay!
His armor class, so
4 more damage from my boot.
go ahead and describe the demise.
Oh, God.
Kick somebody to death.
Kick his head right up.
Amazing.
As soon as the heel of boot makes impact, you hear sickening crunch, and all the rest of the teeth in his mouth go flying outward as he just falls into a dead heap of meat on the ground.
Yeah, the jaw is just completely shattered at this point. That boot connects.
Dislocate jaw.
You just see it just like kind of hanging, tongue lolling out, just or it goes down.
Or go down.
Or go down. All right, and that will bring us back to Seb.
She's going to spit on him and then turn her attention
Free
to
action
little
spit?
goblin. Free action spit.
All right.
You can still use your movement.
Oh, yeah,
You still
that's
have your
right. I'm going to use my movement to... Could I, jump over the table real cool? Could I, slide on table to get behind Goblin that's by
Go ahead
Seb?
and give me an acrobatics check.
It's good to go. Really good or really bad?
Is 12.
12, yeah, that's enough. It's not the most graceful thing you guys have ever seen, but
I'm not trying for
you guys
graceful,
do
just
see
cool.
you do see the table kind of do like one of those slides a little bit as it moves so as she slides across it. But yeah, you definitely make it across.
And then just right behind the goblin, breathing on its neck.
Free action, heavy breathing.
Reaction, heavy panting.
If I get my sneak attack now, I will stab it.
All right.
14.
14 does hit.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
13 piercing.
Go ahead and describe its demise.
Well, he just slashed at me, right?
Yeah, he
And
just came
missed.
over and slashed.
So we're gonna
yeah.
say I went kind of low, and I just want to cut right across his gut, just disembowel him, because we got to get to the liver and stuff.
Yeah,
anyway.
We're going to
Disembowel.
chop
cut the
into
middleman
middle.
out. Yeah, so you guys just watch as you come sliding over. You drop down right behind the goblin. As you see, it's finishing up its slash at Seb. Seb definitely moves out of the way, drops down, and just does a quick rake across it. And you just see it just open up and just stuff starts spilling out of it. Just all this
It's
gore.
like
Just,
beautiful flower blooming in
God,
spring.
you see the look on the goblin's face as this happens. It freaks out for just a little bit, just kind of doesn't know what's going on, then it registers and just goes down.
Oh, sorry, pal.
My God, Zeb, you're brutal.
And I'll look to Brutalia and say, he should be next, pointing at that other goblin. I think he's seeing double, and give her advantage on her next attack.
Ooh, all
Well,
right.
master of tactics.
Jiik, it is your turn.
All right, so I'm going to look at him and say, oh, one wasn't enough for you, and I'm going to pull out the other hand and shoot him.
Yeah, so follow that up. Another finger gun.
Pew, pew.
Eldritch Finger Blast.
Probably still on that.
13,
13 does hit.
and that is
Oh, that was a 1.
11 points of damage.
7.
Okay, go ahead and describe his demise.
So as I pull the other one out, I shoot quicker than he knows that I'm using my other hand, and so he's looking at my one hand, and then
Oh,
gets
the other one
blindsided
too?
at the other,
Yep.
and it just knocks him literally out of his boots.
So with your other finger, John, that you just zapped him with a few seconds ago, still smoking, the goblin's looking at you, and you just do a quick blast with your second one, and watch this. You see the goblin take that. As it lifts itself up, you see its boots stay right where they are, socks and all, pops right out.
Hey,
Does a little
Seb,
tumble.
now you've got a replacement.
You got your replacement boots.
And I'm gonna pull his soul out and consume it.
You guys get your temporary hit points. If you guys have lost any, you guys would get regain those. And with that, the room seems cleared.
I will go get those boots.
I
and
say
put them in my bag.
Check around for some cool stuff.
You guys look for cool things. I'm going to drag bodies to middle of room and start chopping them up.
Okay.
And then Brutalia is going to take the ears, the eyeballs, the tongues,
Livers and hearts.
the livers, and the hearts. And a couple more hands, because I can't believe they don't want hands. They want all this stuff, they don't want hands? What kind of... who are we doing this bounty for? It's crazy, right?
You guys aren't sure who you're doing the bounty for. You guys took the work paper off the board and headed out.
Yeah, it just felt right.
We were able to harvest from 3 of the 4
There was a
goblins.
lot of money.
Because one was like...
No, I jellied
No,
I jellied
we
him.
retcon that.
Okay, so we'll go 4 hearts.
I just crushed every bone in his body is all.
And I'd like to pick up all the orc teeth that flew out of the mouth.
Okay. So,
I'm going to dump out the teeth that we found in those bags that I didn't take.
Okay.
I don't want to keep someone else's trophy.
So you're going to take the orc teeth?
Yeah, and I'm going to start collecting my own teeth.
Are you only interested in taking the tusks or the actual teeth?
Maybe I'd take a couple of the other teeth, but mainly tusk.
Okay. So you would recover all 4 tusks.
Sounds reasonable.
And an additional 5 teeth that are pretty intact.
Okay.
Some of the other ones are broken and stuff like that from your guys' attacks. But yeah, you guys are able to harvest ears, eyes, things like that from the goblins and the orcs as well, if you guys want to.
Yep.
Please do.
The room itself is a very basic room, very same construction as the hallways that you guys have been in, the other storeroom and the other hidden room that you guys were in with the murder holes.
Mm-hmm.
There is dim light in here as you guys do kind of explore around. You do see that the goblins were, looks like they've been drinking pretty heavily, and there's some kind of like strange pipes. They've been looking like they're smoking some kind of pipe weed.
Is there any more alcohol?
Nice.
After doing all that bloody business, I think I need a drink.
So yeah, you go over, you see this barrel that's near the table, and the top is easy to come off. When you open it, you get a very pungent, sour, and licorice smell coming off of this stuff.
That sounds so good. To Brutalia!
It might smell good to you.
Pick up discarded mug and take a drink.
You dip it in, and as you pull out, you notice it's not like typical ales. It's not super watery. It's kind of a little thicker.
I'm about to drink a mug full of Jaeger.
You start drinking it, and it tastes
It's high school all over again.
It tastes pretty foul. It's not very good tasting. It is not Jaeger. Jaeger would be a blessing as compared to this stuff. It is pretty gnarly, but it's very pungent in alcohol taste. Like you're getting the vibe that the alcohol is in this to kill whatever they put into it that you're drinking. But it'll get you drunk.
So
I need you to give me a con save.
That a dungeon
chugging
cleaner?
on this.
It's a cleaning solution.
That would be
Some guys.
16.
Okay. Yeah, as you guys watch Brutalia drink this, there's a moment where she kind of goes, and it just keeps going. Just a brief moment where she just kind of gets wait a minute, this is probably a bad idea. And then it just keeps going.
Oh, finishes, wipes mouth.
Anything else?
You guys don't want this.
Around the room.
So as you guys are tearing through the goblins and things like that, you do find 2 little small bags with teeth in it. Again, you choose to do whatever you want to do with those.
Toss them on the ground. Keep the bags.
You guys are going to find about a total of 13 gold and 21 silver between the orcs and goblins in the room.
Boys.
The orc that was sharpening his axe, you guys go inspect the area. You guys find he was sharpening his axe on a strange coin, and it's about this big around. It's about the size of a silver, like a one of those dollars, what do they call those? You fish.
It's a weird thing to sharpen an
God,
axe with.
But as you guys inspect the coin, the thing you notice about it is it is very worn. So you can see what looks like markings on it, but you can't make any of them out. One of them seems circular in shape. On the other side, it seems kind of rectangular in shape. But you're noticing as you're looking at this coin, there are no burrs on it anywhere. And this guy was dragging it across his axe. And you could see sparks on it. Like, there are no burrs on this thing at all. It is smooth as stone.
Unique. We should keep this one.
Throw it in the bag.
Maybe we should have stupid wizard tell us what this is.
Throw it in my bag.
Yeah, let's throw it in the bag.
All right.
You do also find on the orc that you brutally kicked to death.
That I kicked to death.
You find a ring of keys.
Hey, it's gonna be useful.
Jingle, 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 jingle.
There are 3 keys in total. 2 of them are smaller, rusty iron-looking keys. Very dirty, rusty. The other one is a very large iron-looking key, but it is not rusty like the others.
I'm
And
going
it's
to
big.
hand those to Seb.
And we'll hang on to them.
Okay.
Thanks, Ed.
Um,
You're the most handsome pack mule I've ever had.
the other things you guys are finding, I mean, there's those little pipes and like some of that pipe weed, the grog that they have that they've made, and there's some like dice and things like that. Dice and all their stuff, like their little mundane items, are all very well worn. Look kind of like they've either stolen it from somebody, or have acquired it along, wherever they go, but kind of worthless junk for the most part.
Anything particular in the room that we might like?
In the room, I mean, you guys find a lot of the same stuff you guys had found in the storeroom. There is some meat and things like that, salted meats. There's jars with like crates with like nuts and things like that. It looks like a lot of like travel type food. But you're seeing varying like labels and stuff like that, so it seems like they're probably robbing this stuff, like hijacking it, stealing it, and this is kind of where they're hoarding it for now.
Shall we see where he was headed? Kind of gesture to the secret door.
Yeah, let's go through that secret door. That
Yes,
sounds
let's
like a
go.
fantastic idea.
Do the orcs' weapons look nice enough to sell? Or are they crude like goblin?
They're very
weapons?
crude weapons.
Okay.
Yeah, these ones
Yes,
are not
let's go.
very well
Sorry.
put together.
Now that
Good dog.
I have
Good
boots, I'm going to scout ahead in goblin form again.
Okay.
Put the goblin's clothes back on.
So you have
Tuck your boots on.
you have your boots back and you head out.
Character, new
Here,
boots.
take a shitty weapon.
Classic Zeb.
So we'll be done with the map here for now then.
Okay. I will be back in the goblin form.
Okay. So you guys start making your way out the door, and there's another long tunnel. Makes another right-hand turn, assuming you're going to be moving ahead.
Yes.
Are you using your torch still?
If it's super dark, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the tunnels will be pitch black for you if you didn't have the torch.
Okay. Yeah, I will use it. Do not have the night visions.
So you're going to move ahead. Are you going to be checking for traps?
I will be checking for traps because I've already hit 2 of them, so I will check very frequently.
All right. So go ahead and give me an investigation check as you make your way down the hallway here.
Yeah, we've hit a lot of traps in this place.
I sure have.
I know. Yeah. We did last time too. I think at least we each did.
Traps are fun.
I think I've taken more damage from traps
From
than
traps.
damage. That's a 21. I've taken a lot of trap damage. It's been insane.
21. Yeah, you do find more traps down the hallway as you're going along.
Can I disable them or just indicate and we can get around them?
With that roll, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and say that, and you also spot a marking indicating where traps are.
Ooh.
So it'll give you advantage on checking for traps in this place going forward.
All right.
Mastermind.
Mastermind.
Master the mines. I will keep trudging forward unless there's something of interest.
Give me a perception check as you're making your way down the next section. So as you reach that section where it turns to the left, now you're heading down. This place has lots of tunnels. That You
Okay.
just seem to be going down. All of them very well constructed from the same stonework. All of them very old. You're still seeing lichen spots, vines cracking in, very dirty. But still you're seeing lots of goblin foot traffic through the area.
That's a 15.
15. So you do spot, as you're kind of making your way down one of those trap indicators, you see it looks like it's been triggered.
Oh.
Something's triggered the trap here. You do also notice humanoidish size footprints in the area.
Ooh.
And as you round the corner, you look, you do see another door
Mm-hmm.
and faint light underneath the door frame.
Would you like to do it again?
Well, does it sound like there's a lot in
We
there?
probably have the key.
Yeah, we could probably get in there a little quieter this time.
Do you want to try to open it and then peek in, and if it looks like it's opportune time for me to bust down door, I can do that.
Do you have a mirror?
I mean, we might be able
You can peek
to...
through with your thieves' tools.
A mirror? I don't think I would
Like
do
a
that.
dental mirror?
Yeah, well, I know one of the bags has a little mirror.
Oh,
You
I
can
don't
kind
know.
of peek through a door without.
Yeah, the thieves'
Sounds
tool does
fine.
not have that.
I think that's maybe the burglar's kit if it's
Yeah.
even in there.
Can I
think that's
stealthily
also
check if
just
the
a
door's
bunch of ball
locked again?
bearings.
Which is good. Should've got some
So with your
small
perception
bags.
check,
Mm-hmm.
you do get up to the door and you put your ear to it, and you do hear voices. Can't tell. They're
I
very quiet.
Can't tell.
It's not so much you can't tell the
It's
language.
really faint.
You can't. It's more like you hear like just like the absolute noise of something. Like it sounds like people are
Parcel
conveying.
Parcel tongue.
It sounds like people are conveying between each other, but you can't make out or discern what they're saying.
Is it the door?
Dark Lord.
Yep.
Ooh, try sneakily using a key, maybe.
Does it look like the size of the key that I had on the ring?
You make an educated guess. Yeah. You
I
look at it,
will.
you're like, huh, that's a good fit.
Can I stealthily?
Give me a sleight of hand.
Hey, there it is. Guidance.
Thank God.
12.
Come on, pay a lady.
So you guys, you do slide it. You hear the door open, then unlock. What are you gonna do?
Well,
Try to creak it open.
You open up the door. Looking in, you see a large room. You see a man chained up to a chain stall. Looks like a big pole, basically, he's chained up to by his wrist.
Human?
Human. He is wearing the same colors that you guys saw those two soldiers walking down the street, but he is not the same guy. Not the same soldier, but he is in the same garb
Just
as
like
you guys.
town guard, basically. Or...
You guys would recognize these as
soldiers?
Nidrian guards. They're called
Okay.
the Myriad. That is the name of the royal, like the Imperial Army
And who
in
was
Nidrian.
he talking to?
You look across the room and you see two large like cells, like big prison cells. In one of them, you see 3 humanoids. You see a man, a woman, and a child. And in the other one, you see another Myriad guard sitting with his back against the back wall, and he looks like he's resting. None of them make a motion to like notice you are there.
and he's inside the cage or outside the cage?
One of them is outside, chained up. The other
the
one
rest
is
are in cages.
the rest of them are in cages. The soldier is by himself,
And
and then the 3 people are in another cage on the other side of the room.
How sure would I feel that there's no guard in here or anything like that?
You do not see any movement anywhere else in the room. There is one torch lit against the far wall that provides the light where you can see kind of this. You don't see any movement in the back area.
Oh, I'm still in goblin form.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we're heroes. And I will just walk on in.
Yeah, you see the people just seem to kind of like, the guy that's chained up seems to like squirm like away from you more as you walk in the room.
I'll give him like the finger like 1 second. I'll for this part. Ooh, man, no, I won't change. I'm not gonna change in front of a stranger. Okay.
No.
We'll reassure him, but
We follow
to
in
just scan
behind
the room
Sid.
and make sure that there's nobody
There's
there before we start
nobody in there.
blowing your cover.
Is the door?
It's okay.
Is the way we came in the only way in?
Yeah, you can see, yes.
I'm going to stand on one side of the door with my hammer ready.
Okay, so you just stroll into the room?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Everybody's really off, like, kilter now. Like, they're all kind of like, they all see you stroll in,
Halfway
with a
to the
hammer,
goblin.
and
I'll walk in too.
they see a tiefling now. These people are really kind of like, don't know what's going on. And
It's okay.
Big damn
We're not here to hurt
heroes.
you. What's going on? Why are you chained up?
you're asking the soldier guy?
Yeah.
Well,
shut the door behind us.
They caught
Yes,
us.
I'm sorry. I wanted to walk in, like, close the door and stand next to the door with my hammer in case anybody comes in.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're trying to make it look like non-threatening, or?
I mean, I think it would be obvious that I'm standing... I don't... Maybe they're threatened. I don't know.
I mean, you know, these people are
in
they've been incarcerated here. They're expecting probably their
I just want to be able to pot
harass
shot
them.
somebody that runs through the door.
Okay, yeah, you can
I'm
set
not
that
really
up.
thinking about what they think about
Right.
me.
I'm just letting you know how they react to your doing that kind of stuff. They
That's
are
fine.
not in a safe space.
Okay, to the one in the chain and say, "We're here to help," and I'm just gonna start unpicking the cuffs around his hands.
He's very
Yeah.
kind of like.
It's okay. He's a friend.
We were slaves once too. Everything's fine.
Yeah. No. Well, you can do it.
I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
We're killing everyone
And
here.
you're
Who's a
not in
goblin?
a heightened sentence situation.
So what happened? How did you guys end up here? Sorry, dude.
No, it's okay. Jiik, you should talk to them.
Oh.
I'm not good at talking.
What happened? How did you end up in this situation?
Well, we were captured infiltrating this place. We were here to rescue the people you see in the other cage. And they got the drop on us.
Well, we should band together and get out of here. Have you seen the leader?
Yeah. I'm not going after that guy.
Okay, well that's fine. We'll go after him if you think you could escort the families out of
Yeah,
here.
that's what we're here for. We're here to mainly get the kid.
Okay, well, yeah, let's get you out of here then. What were your names?
I'm
Jiik, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Connor Grelf. I'm a soldier with the Myriad. I'm a sergeant. In the other cage there is a private. His name is Whis. He was traveling with me. The people in the cell are just some peasants around the area, farmer, local merchant, and a kid that I know the mother of. So they were kidnapped.
Unlucky never.
So if you guys could help us out, we'll get them out of here.
And I would like to.
Is it clear
How
the
does
way
he
you
look?
guys came? Can we go out the way you guys came in? Is it okay?
Yeah, we did our handiwork out there. But I want to do an investigation. I want to make
messy.
sure he's not.
Can I explain to them the marking that had the trap, the trap indicator?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, the guards would be smart enough to understand that kind of.
How rough do
I would hate for them to just get annihilated
how
on
rough
the
do
way out.
soldiers look?
They look bad.
I'd like
he's
to
gonna
give-
tell you guys we've been here for probably at least like 3 or 4 days and we haven't eaten a thing.
Well, there's lots
I'd like
of
to
food
give
around.
them food and give each one of them like one of my health potion.
We can do. I can give one of my health. See, save
You
one
guys
of
hold on to yours.
I want to do an investigation. We'll make sure he's not like leaving anything out.
An insight.
Or insight, yeah.
Everybody can go ahead and give me insights checks here.
What? I believe him.
them. Mhm.
12.
Can you crit fail an insight check?
That was so insightful. 3.
Seb, I need you to give me a wisdom check here too.
Wisdom save?
Wisdom check.
Check. Ooh, 5.
5.
Yeah.
Okay. This guy's voice does sound familiar to you, although you cannot place where you know the guy's voice. But you feel like you've definitely heard this guy talking before and kind of figure out.
Have I seen his face before?
Don't recognize his face, but when he's talking to Jiik, you're just getting this like, man, I've heard this guy's voice somewhere before.
And that's Connor.
12.
Okay.
Wait, hold on.
You touching yourself for some guidance?
15.
15?
Yeah.
Okay. You get the sense he's not lying about what they're there to do. Definitely feel like he's not telling everything.
Okay.
Brutalia thinks all this is cool. She's pulling food out of her
Yeah,
bag.
Brutalia is like,
She's got health potions.
It's not. Listen, I'm gonna whisper at Zeb and let him know, like, something up with this guy. He seems like he wants to get out of here, but I don't know what he's leaving out. But he's leaving something out.
Are you telling this to Brutalia too?
Well, you're over next to him feeding him and stuff. So
Yeah,
I haven't
okay.
told you yet.
That's what I thought. Yep, giving him food.
yep.
All right.
Here, drink this.
Thank
What do
you.
you think? Should we?
You should
just
drink
let
it
him
now.
go,
You'll
or-
feel better.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna ask the kid, do you know him? Pointing at Connor.
Yeah. Friends with my mom.
Does he seem just genuine in response?
You get the sense that the kid is kind of just telling you what you want to hear.
Should I not be feeding them? What's happening?
No, that's okay. You can feed them, but
Well, I'd rather not give this other one my health potion if...
Wait, why you guys aren't feeding us now?
Oh no, I'll feed you.
Oh.
I was talking about that guy.
all right. I'm gonna ask him like.
Here to help us, I guess.
I want to help you guys get out of here,
You
but
guess?
I feel like you're leaving something out, Connor. What aren't you telling us?
I mean, we were sent here to rescue these people. Like, what else do you need to know?
You said the kid specifically.
Yeah, he's a friend of his mom. I'm here to get him. He was kidnapped.
Who's his mom?
What does that matter?
Because I feel like you're leaving something out, and I want to know what it is.
Well, the woman is inconsequential. She is somebody that I'm seeing.
Does the kid react at all to the...
Give me another wisdom check.
I'd like to bend down next to child
That's...
as I'm handing food.
19.
Say, listen. Okay, sorry.
No, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Go ahead.
No, what are you doing with the kid?
Go. Do it.
She's
Do it.
coaxing him to talk with food.
As I'm handing food, I want to say, listen. I was once in cage when I was young like you. This fur, this warm fur, you want to touch it?
Yeah.
You protect me.
Touches the fur.
If something wrong, tell me.
So fuzzy.
I have big hammer. Me and my bear fur, we can protect you.
I wasn't kidnapped. I ran away.
Why?
My dad's missing. I know where my dad's at. And I miss my dad. I didn't want to be around my mom and Connor.
How old is this kid?
He's probably around like 10, 11. Seb, you instantly, like, the more and more you talk to this guy, the more and more, like, you're just starting to get this, like, vibe, like, man, where do I know this voice from? And it dawns on you. This guy hired Venom to kidnap somebody and get rid of them.
Recently?
Probably about, like, 2 cycles ago. 2 years ago.
Okay.
It's been a while, but you were involved in the meet.
Would I be able to put together it might be somebody's dad? Or no?
You don't really have a whole lot of evidence. You just know that this guy's hired.
I'm gonna look at the kid and say, when did your dad disappear?
About 2 years ago.
I'm gonna stab Connor.
I'm gonna go, whoa!
You're gonna stab him?
Yeah.
If I see Seb making move towards him, I'm going to move in like protective stance of cage. I promise, kid.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for an attack against Connor.
As a 19.
Oh yeah, it's gonna hit.
I should not
It's only
have
5
given him my
piercing.
health potion.
They are not doing good though, and he's just a simple guard, so you can definitely dispatch him if that's what you want, if that's what you're going for.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys. As soon as Seb realizes this, you guys see something click in him, and then just in an instant, a flash, dagger comes out and just right into Connor's chest as he goes. You see like water and like some food spill out his mouth.
Half-heartedly cover the child's eyes. It's okay. He's slipping.
And he goes down onto the ground.
Seb.
You guys see Whis, who's in the other one. No! She's like shaking on the bars, like, what are you doing? You just killed a soldier!
We're gonna have to kill that one too.
I'm going to kill him too. Why can't leave one soldier that knows what happened?
Alright.
How would that work, you know? You can't just
What
walk
about the
away.
other people that
How are
thought-
the man and woman in the cage with this child reacting?
They
to
are.
this?
The child does not know how to react. The man and the woman are completely like taken aback that you guys are now killing 2 myriad guards.
I'm just
Like,
going to like put the child's hand on like the warm fur, like
Should we kill him? Why
everything's
did you
okay.
kill him?
We're probably going to have to like Krasimir after this.
Do we kill him or do we explain why? Because you have a good reason, I would hope.
Just don't want to do it in the goblin voice.
So yeah, are you gonna go in and kill the other guy?
I want to explain what happened.
All right. Well,
Before or after killing the other guy?
But I don't want to explain in front of the kid, because the poor kid.
He's old enough.
Earmuffs.
No earmuffs.
Prestidigitation to block his hearing? I don't know. I got that.
Okay, then
Jiik, his dad is gone. He is man now, right?
I will turn to the kid
Whatever
and
Seb
say,
has to
I
say.
know where your father is.
You do. Are you his father?
And then I'm going to turn to the guard and say, that was the man that hired us to kill him.
you killed my dad?
Not us! No!
He said he hired you guys to kill.
I think what he
I
meant
was a
to
slave. He hired the people that owned me.
He's dead?
He is dead.
I went looking for my dad, hoping to find him. I was told maybe he just ran away, but he's dead then.
Was it Connor that told you that?
Yeah.
It was Connor that hired us. And I'm going to make an eye contact with the guard to see how he reacts.
You see him kind of like...
Does he seem surprised? Or
He
does
does
he
seem
like
very
he would
surprised.
like to die?
He seems surprised
'Cause there's
at
only-
this news. And, you know, if you guys want to question him, you can. But he definitely does seem kind of taken aback at this news of, you know, hearing that his sergeant was involved in this heinous act.
I'm pretty sure we're done with dispensing justice for now. So we'll let you out if you guys agree. If you point us in the direction of the goblin leader.
I may have acted a little hastily.
Yeah. The guy, the man in the group, he speaks of, sorry, there's just a lot going on here. We're not really equipped to deal with this kind of situation, so we want to get out of here and just be safe, so let us go. There is you guys can take, there's a doorway, and he'll point it out to you guys. It kind of comes around a hall. You take that. That's where they come in and out of. That's where they brought us in through. Good luck with that leader. He is. I don't know what he is, but he is nothing I've ever seen before.
Well, he hasn't met my lady.
Do you guys know anything about this group or anything? I mean, we know very little.
We just...
I'm happy to tell you anything we know so we can get out of here.
We saw bounty posted to kill goblins, bring back parts of goblins and goblin leader, and we came. When we first came to town, we heard guards.
I don't know who
Need to be
posted that,
guards
but
saying.
they are getting... You guys are in for a lot more than what you think.
Well, hopefully they pay up.
Yeah. Hopefully you guys survive.
You don't know who posted that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I've never seen
He's
the
been
writ.
in a cage, Jiik.
Yeah, but only for a few days. I wonder how long that's been up there. Anyways.
I can show you guys another secret if you guys are interested.
Oh boy, are we.
What kind of secret?
He takes you over to this wall where it looks like a couple of the goblins have made a hidey hole. He moves a few things and he pulls out a crate, slides it out, opens it. He's like, I've been seeing them squirrel things away in here, a couple of them, hiding it from the rest. You guys dig around there. You guys find 2 potions, red in color. And you guys also find a little bag that contains 32 gold and 81 silver.
So there's plenty of food on the way out if you want to grab any also.
Yeah, there's lots of food.
Okay.
You guys want a couple gold? I'll give you some of my gold.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt. I'm sure it can help us get our way back home and get things kind of...
Give him the bag.
Listen, yeah, here, take this bag of gold. You guys split it up between you. Things got crazy, but we came here to kill
Like what?
bad things. Just to make money and do a good thing.
Well, we
If
thank you
Seb
guys for your
killed
help
Connor,
for
that
freeing
means
us.
Connor was that man.
Yeah, it seems that way. And you hear, the Wisp will tell you guys, if you guys let him out, he'll blame the orcs and the goblins for Connor's death. He feels that him being involved in that criminal activity is warrant enough for him to not have a...
That's probably a good idea. In fact, maybe you save these people, get promotion, and we were never here.
I like this idea.
Okay.
Wes is like, yeah, I'm going to lead these people out of here.
And I will just reiterate,
Tell
if you
them
think
about
the
the traps.
goblin leader's bad, see what happens if you turn on us.
Just take a good look at all the bodies you see on the way out, huh?
Oh, okay.
And then watch out for those traps.
Not you guys,
Very
just the guard. Here, take the gold. Enjoy your food. Don't get captured again.
I'll say sorry to the kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Must have his hair a little.
Oh, what was your name, little
Yeah.
boy?
Sorry.
My name's Tolan.
Dolan? You have to go home to your mother and be man now, okay?
Okay.
You'll do
Take care of
good.
my mom.
You'll do good. Pat him on the head. Shove him off.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
What were
Goodbye.
your names?
My name is Saffron.
I'm
Hi, Saffron.
Jiik. My name is Jiik. Jiik Charleston.
And I'm Sassafras.
Sassafras, Saffron.
Kiss my
and Jiik.
sassafras. Yeah.
So a couple of the things that you guys would have gleaned from talking with the people is that we didn't get to cover in the conversations there, but things that you guys would have definitely picked up from them as they were talking is the name of the group that they refer to the goblins as
Probably important.
Tomb Chain.
Tomb
Oh!
Tomb Chain!
Tomb Chain
Yep.
strikes back. The return of Tomb Chain.
Alright.
And the orc leader, they've gleaned his name is Zeth. Zeth. They speculate he is some kind of an orc, but an orc that they have never seen before.
They just assume he's a goblin because he's green. How racist.
He has massive horns and a glowing red eye.
Well, that's not good.
And he towers over pretty much everybody that he comes into contact with. So he's a massive...
You should see how he reacts when he gets a hangnail.
How everybody
That's
reacts.
What the things?
So you guys, the man who was in there, whose name is Diro, you guys are interested. The woman's name was Lyria. The boy's name was Tolan. But Diro will show you guys the pathway out, and it leads to a door, which is locked, but you have the key for. So
Yeah, unlock the door.
easily unlock the door, opens up, and it's going to lead you guys out into a strange hallway.
Ooh, how strange.
You guys look down the hallway. You see a faint... Okay, so first of all, as you guys look down the hallway, you notice that it starts curving. And
Going
begins
down?
downward. And from that, you guys see a strange purple light kind of glowing, emanating from the area. We're going to go on break.
Ah! All right.
Ooh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
We'll be back.
Mr.
We'll be back.
Dungeons.
You know, how they egress. So they do know they were brought through that doorway, but they don't know anything else about the place.
Let me go first. Even if things go completely south, no one can take me down in one hit.
Was the healing potion enough? I do have 3. I'll just have them all palmed in my fingers.
Whoa,
Just
Zed,
dangling.
you're so fancy.
That was pretty cool. You are just pretty cool.
You're
I'll take it in case I need it, but I think I'm okay.
okay.
All right.
I'm going to go first.
All
You're going
right.
down first?
Okay.
All right. So you begin making your way down this strange purple glow
I'm like
lit.
crouching as I'm walking.
At the ready.
At the ready. Axe in one hand.
As you're making your way down the hall, as it begins to turn to the right and start descending down, you see steps. And you're noticing that the purple is coming from little spots in the wall. They're little spots where there's just kind of like it's like an iridescent kind of looking like moss that's growing in this area and like shines that little
bioluminescent algae.
Similar to that.
Does it smell weird here, or?
It doesn't smell weird. It doesn't smell any more danker or musty than it has in anywhere else.
Okay.
Dankest of the dank.
You get close, like you kind of like hand over
the
that.
weed was up in the other room.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
It just makes you
That
want
was
to
that dank smell.
So you guys do see little, these little things, but they're not reacting to you in any way as you get closer to them. They just do provide some like purpley light, it seems like.
Okay, I mean, register that, but continue my crouching walk.
Okay. So you guys are watching Brutalia.
I peeled.
Making her way down. Just go ahead and since are you all going to be making your way down, or is it just Brutalia? You guys are going to be hedging your bets against?
We'll follow behind.
Okay. Everybody go ahead and give me stealth checks as you guys are walking down these stairs.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Critically stealthed.
Oh, I almost critically stealth. It's a total of 22. I'm so sneaky right now.
16.
16? Yeah, all of you do very well.
Totally making up for
being very
hammer.
Being very aware of your past attempts to stealth. You guys are taking the extra time to make sure you're planting your foot, stepping, making sure you're going very slowly, cautiously down these stairs. And you guys are going for a while. As you're going, you guys notice that purple moss gets more dense the further down you go. And as you make your way down, you guys are thinking, man, this is quite a ways to go. It's about 400, 500 steps you guys have been going.
Holy cow.
And it is now
insane.
where you guys are at the point where there is so much of that moss growing all around you that it is lit totally purple in this hallway that you guys are following down. The moss continues, and you guys do reach a spot where it flattens out, and a tunnel makes a bank left-hand turn. As you guys round that turn, you see a large portcullis. And as you guys are approaching the portcullis, you notice that the purple moss starts getting sparse again. And it does grow in the room ahead of you behind the portcullis. It's very faint. Gives you a little bit of light where you can see a few columns. You see kind of like the outline of something, a couple things on the ground. You don't really see anything objectively in the room. You can't really make out any firm images.
At least from this distance.
Yes.
Okay.
And you guys are about 10 feet away from the portcullis. It's a very large portcullis. Large person could go through it, large creature could pass through this.
All right, well, still crouching. I'm going to turn around, look at Seb and Jiik, whirl the one axe I have in my hand, and move through the portcullis.
Okay.
Oh, it's closed?
Yeah,
Sorry,
it's closed.
I thought it was open.
No, it's shut. The gate is down on this.
Then I'm not going to just
Yes.
look really cool at you guys and walk into the
Is there
gate.
a mechanism of any kind to
You
raise
don't
this?
see any readily along the walls here.
Could you lift it?
Everybody give me a perception checks as you guys are sitting here.
Ooh. When was it 9?
I got a 12.
13.
13? Okay. Brutalia and Jiik, you guys hear like a noise. You hear coming from the room.
Dying.
Is it dying?
Something's really dying.
Or is it already dead?
It's very bad cold.
Well.
But yeah,
We hear
you guys
something
don't
in
see any like levers or anything readily available.
Well.
I'll try. I'm going to put the axe back on my side, wherever the hell I keep it, because I haven't decided yet. And try and grip from the bottom and
Give her
lift.
guidance.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give me an athletics check.
With guidance.
Can I also put some pressure on that thing?
You can either give her advantage, like assist her with it,
Yes,
or you
let's
can
do that
try to
one.
like.
I will
Okay.
assist.
You're gonna
So it
assist?
gives you advantage.
Ugh. 18.
18. You guys watch Brutalia look at her hands, bring them underneath the portals, raise herself. You guys start watching the portcullis lift about 6 inches or so, and then
You're temporarily distracted by the bulging muscles you see before you.
it slams back shut. You don't have the strength to lift this.
Oh, jeez.
That does. You guys, as you drop it, you hear the loud clang. You hear a loud, like shifting sound from the room, like something's moving in there.
I think the dead guy's moving.
Excuse me.
And investigating, there's nothing that would help us open this.
I mean, you haven't given me an investigation check. You want to investigate?
Can I investigate?
Yeah. You're not seeing anything.
That's a critical investigation.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Critical investigation.
You investigate around. You're feeling around. You do see where the chains go into the ceiling.
I don't know.
And you can see that there's probably some kind of a push switch for it.
How high up?
You're not really sure. But, I mean, just gauging it, where the chains go into the wall is about 10 feet up from you. So it's going to be somewhere probably along the wall there. It's going to be some kind of like a press, like a hidden
Maybe
press.
behind the moss, behind the
Can
purple
I-
stuff.
Yeah,
Start pushing on the wall.
I guess all
Yep.
3 of us could do that.
Yeah, you guys start feeling around. We'll go ahead and...
I'm going to feel around with one hand. I've got my axe back in it, because...
So, Seb, you're going to be the one that finds it.
Yes.
You do find a weird-shaped stone as you put your hand on it. You're like, oh, definitely. And you push on it, and you guys hear a...
Turn around, step in front of my friends.
As the portcullis...
Ooh.
Are we going
Oh,
map?
we need to put the map up.
Yeah, we're going to put that.
Hang on.
We'll go ahead and... I gotta
Huh?
adjust the
Fog of war.
cam here. Right here, folks. Bear with me. This
It's the purple room.
situated.
I mean, there is purple
There's
moss,
purple moss
everywhere.
everywhere.
The portcullis does come up, and you guys now can see into the room, but it is still dark in here, and you guys are not sure what you heard inside.
Well,
Now I'll do the really cool look back and step through.
Okay. So, Brutalia, you step through, and as you do, you're able to see in the room. You see a creature along the wall here, staring right back at you.
Gulp.
As I
what on
need
earth?
everyone to roll initiative.
That's bad news. It's okay.
Yeah, you know.
It's better than mine.
All right, Brutalia, what did you roll?
5.
Jiik,
4.
Seb,
14.
You're such a jerk.
So, Seb, you will be up first as you watch Brutalia come around the corner and then look and just go, what would you do? Go.
I will step out
Does it look aggressive?
behind her.
Yeah.
Well, I think I have to wait until my turn to do what I would do then.
I want to step out behind Brutalia and use my Master of Tactics bonus action
Okay.
and say, he's got a very high center of gravity. Should be easy to knock him over and give you advantage on your next attack. And then I'm going to hold my action to throw a dagger at it when it has been engaged by an ally.
Gotcha. Okay. That is Seb's turn.
Yay.
Its turn. It moves up very quickly onto both of you. And with its club in its hand, comes raking across at both of you. There's going to be a hit at both of you each. Seb, a 14.
Will hit.
Brutalia, 17.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The club is going to do 6 points of damage as it bashes into both of you. And that is its turn.
Jeez, my knees.
And that will bring us to Brutalia.
And I can do my held action, right?
Yes, you can now.
Okay. I'm going to take hammer off of back, one-handed, try and knock it across both of its knees, like to take its legs out.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an attack roll first. And I will resolve the prone part.
Mine is a 24 to hit.
Yours is a 24 to hit.
Okay.
So.
First attack has advantage because of Zeb.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a 16.
16.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 16 will hit. Go ahead and roll me an extra d20 and add your.
Do you want me to roll other attack first, or?
Well, you're trying to knock him prone first, and then you're going to attack again, correct?
I'm just hitting his knees with my hammer.
Right. But you're trying to knock him prone with this first attack?
Yeah. Or the second one.
Okay. Well,
Whichever one worked.
So,
alright, so D20 for you. That is, do you want me to add my strength
Your
mod
strength.
to it? 21 total.
okay. All right. So your first attack, you bash it into his knee, and you hear a satisfying crunch. Go ahead and roll for damage.
That is 9 damage.
Okay.
That first attack.
Seb, as you do that, you're bringing your hammer one-handed into against his knee. You hear that loud crunch, and as you're doing that, you watch Seb wing a dagger up at the creature. You rolled 24 to hit. It's going to hit.
8, 10, 14 piercing.
14 piercing. Yeah, and that dagger just lodges right into its neck, and you just see like clawing at its. Your second attack, it does buckle at the knee.
No, it doesn't. I didn't roll my second attack yet.
I know. It buckled from the first hit.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sorry, I'm just misunderstanding everything you're saying right now. My second attack was 9 total, so that
9.
one doesn't hit.
So yeah, the second one doesn't hit. It is still standing, but you definitely feel like you broke some of the bone in his knee. It's looking pretty beat. Jiik.
Seeing this giant thing attacking my friends, I point at it and call down a giant white bell with blood trickling down it. I snap my fingers
All right,
and
wisdom
gong the
save.
bell. It's a 14.
It rolls a 4 because it rolls a 6 and has a -2.
Oh.
And it takes 1 point of damage.
Oh!
Yeah, so
You're
this
fired.
the magical bell appears, the white bell, and blood as it runs down. You hear the from it. The creature just seems mildly annoyed by it, but
I free action
Still
roll my eyes.
That's not what you like to see.
Seb, back to you.
I will move into its face and stabby again.
Stab, stab.
Stab me.
Let's go to 12.
12. Will hit.
12 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. And I still have sneak attack, right? She's in 5 feet.
Yes.
Move.
I'm right up on it.
I rolled a 1 and a 4. 8, 12 piercing.
All right.
And I will shout out, you've definitely got him off balance, and give Brutalia advantage.
All right.
Again, my master of tactics.
So as you rake your dagger across it, you hear it like slap against the wall. As you see this portcullis
Ooh, not good.
raise up, and you watch a armored orc come running through.
You get some your dice.
And he makes it to about here. And you just see him look at you guys, look at this creature. And he just comes like he's getting ready to come in.
Last rage is gonna have to get popped. It's gonna have to happen.
And that is that turn. It is going to Brutalia.
Okay. Seeing this orc come running out in his armor, knowing we're already facing this huge, gross-looking foe who can't breathe properly, I am going to start to feel not just my anger, but the heat, the warmth from that fur that's suddenly alive. That anger flowing into me too. So bonus action, raging.
All right.
And I am going to recklessly take hammer across, try and reach up and take it across face of big one.
Okay.
And as hammer comes down, axe comes behind back, and I'm throwing it at the orc.
So you're going to do one-handed hammer.
Yep, and
then the axe.
Then the axe.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll for the attack on.
And he's wearing armor, like metal armor?
He is wearing, looks like, really thick hide armor.
Okay, then I'm not trying to aim with the point, I'm trying to aim with the ball. To hit him in the head.
Okay. So go ahead and roll with your first attack against the creature.
Reckless.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a critical.
Alrighty. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh.
Oof.
So, one-handed is
Not a super crit.
D8.
Yep.
That's 9, plus my savage attack. 12.
20.
Plus. So 17 total damage with the hammer onto that biggin.
Yeah. As that hammer just grazes across the face, you just watch the jaw unhinge and he just breaks
It's
as
almost
it's hitting.
like you can hear a bell again.
And you see it kind of stumble for a second, like, and it lunges back and it's slams its club on the ground. It looks really pissed off.
Alright, Zlia Sestra going after
And
orc.
the hammer drops and the axe flings.
20 to hit.
20 will hit the orc.
That's 7 damage.
7 damage. All right.
Crack.
So the ball end, it does hit him in the head. He maintains. He's able to
After he
shake
shakes
off.
his head and
But
looks
you do
at
see
me.
like a little bit of a knot appearing here on his forehead.
Yeah, you got a little
You
egg
see
there.
a little bump going on there.
After X leaves hand, she's going to point at him. And then go like this.
He's really
that's right, stupid.
He's coming for you. Jiik.
So as the bell starts to disappear, I fling it one more time.
Okay, another one.
Mm-hmm.
15.
Not quite enough. What was I gonna roll? Was it worth it? Yeah. Alright, I like it.
What was the damage?
No, 15.
15
I was just
beats.
curious.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He wanted to make sure it
was
wasn't
just
a 1 on this die.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It was much better.
It was much better.
So it saves. It does not have the effect on it. The creature is a little too wise, I guess, this time.
This time.
It does have a -2, but it rolled a 19, so. Just 17, excuse me.
Jizz well.
Alright. That's it for Jiik.
That's it for Jiik.
Seb. Back to you.
I'm not going to deal with the orc yet. I'm going to hit the big guy again.
Alright.
Or not. It is a 9 to hit.
Yeah, this time you go to swipe at it, and it's deflects it with its club. It is not taking any shit.
I will swing my offhand.
Alright.
That is an 11.
Does not hit.
I will frown at him.
Right, yeah, as you do, you bring your offhand. Again, it's club. You just bury it. Barely just missing him.
Well, I tried.
You did do that.
The large creature is going to make another sweeping attack with its great club at both Brutalia and Seb, being you guys are in front of it. 16 and 18, so it hits both of you. This is going to be 6 points of bludgeoning damage as it sweeps across you guys, hitting you both. And the orc
Ouch.
is going to ignore Seb completely and move up on
Come to
Brutalia as you see him. Two-handed great axe comes down at you. That's a 10 on the first and a 15 on the second. 15 is going to hit.
Yeah.
That's going to be a total of 9 slashing damage, halved to 4.
Yep.
And that is their turns. And then it will bring us to Brutalia.
Alright, that pissed me off. She's going to turn around with other axe and try and bury it right into this part of his neck, like where the armor
Into
would
the
come
meaty.
to the neck, into the meaty part.
Okay, go ahead and roll for attack.
Okay.
Your other axe is on the ground currently.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So the other axe bringing it in.
Reckless. That's 19 to hit.
19 does hit.
Okay. 8 total damage.
Yeah, you guys watch Brutalia bringing that other axe up, buries it right into the neck of the orc. You see like a little streak of blood gout out as it grabs at it and is holding its hand there, holding it in place.
And then I just want to try and turn it and drag it across.
Oh, okay, so go ahead and give me another attack as you drag it down.
That's a 24 total.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and roll that damage.
Nice.
That's
Hey, you roll
8
that too.
damage.
Yeah, as you guys watch her, as she buries it in, the orc grabs on it like, as that gout of blood comes out. She just yanks it down using his own like hand on it to help pull it down further.
Ugh.
Driving it down, you just watch the armor flay open as his whole pack just rips open and blood just begins gouting out of it. It is looking very, very rough at this point. That orc is not doing so good.
Very nice.
Jiik.
Well, I guess my bell wasn't enough for you. Gonna have to give you the finger blast.
All right.
Ooh, wow.
Yowzers. Max. I crit.
Okay.
He had a super crit.
See if
And you're
super
doing this
crit,
on the orc?
and then
No,
you're-
on
the
the
creature?
yeah.
Oh. Max.
Max.
Gotta roll another one.
So,
Yeah, roll another d10.
What's your damage? Oh my god.
17 plus 4, 21.
This is an Eldritch Blast?
Yeah.
This is an Eldritch finger blast.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Jiik, you having the time to really take your, your moment to aim, point out it, pick a spot, you release the blast, you watch the green streak. You guys, it's so fast you don't really register it, but in that same second, Brutalia, you see the creature look at you, and there is a hole about 3 inches big, just right through its head, as it's just like,
I love you guys!
and the big creature falls to the ground. It is
Do we
no
get
more.
7 hit points?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and you guys see that same thing.
The other important part.
The soul draws into Jiik as it's passed out to you guys. As long as you guys are within, I think, 60 feet, that'll happen.
Cool. Sounds about right.
All right, and that is Jiik's turn. That brings us back to Seb.
I will stab the orc.
All right, turning.
I will not
Facing the
stab the orc.
What did you roll?
I had 2, so
Oh, yeah, that is not going to
I
stab
will
you.
stab with my offhand. Does a 14 hit him?
14 does not. Yeah, you go to stab him, and his hide armor is just too thick.
Jake's gonna pout.
All right, it is going to make attacks against you two.
I'm going to use my unsettling visage to flash my ugly changeling.
He's gonna Bilbo him!
You gonna Bilbo face? That gives him disadvantage, right?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a 7 on you, and he has advantage on you.
Yep.
Ooh,
Like it.
the 14. It was cocked and almost a crit, but it was a 14, which does still hit you, correct?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So 14 with his axe. That's going to be 6 slashing, halved to 3. Rolled not very good on his damage rolls, and that is going to be his turn as he hacks at you, misses, sees your Bilbo face, but does manage to attack Brutalia. And that will bring us to Brutalia.
Okay, I want to give him old 1-2. I'm going to make like I'm going to swing at him with my left fist and then pop him under the chin with my right.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Recklessly. Another 19. So 24.
Yeah,
to hit.
it's gonna hit. Yeah, you like
So
feint with your left, boom, uppercut with the right.
6 damage.
6 damage
from that.
Right. You see him just like reel back as he's.
Okay, as he reels back, I'm going to grab the axe because it's still in him, right?
Yeah, it's just dangling from his chest.
And then I'm going to use it to pull him closer to me, but like pulling it. Can I do that? Can I like dig it in?
Let's do this. Let's give me a.
Kind of like a hook. Like
give me an athletics check as you pull it.
That would be a critical.
Okay.
Critical
Yeah,
fail.
he does not have the willpower to resist you as you dig it in and you pull him closer to you.
That looks like it.
Yeah, I just want
hurts.
to pull him like sort of faces like this.
Okay, yeah, you definitely can pull him in with that.
Does that do damage? Like.
Go ahead and roll d6 for the damage.
Do I add my anything to it?
No, I would, because you're not attacking. Just do straight d6.
Oh, rage damage?
Add rage.
4 total.
4 total. Okay. Yeah, you see this orc is about ready to go out. He's fading at this point. Jiik.
I'm gonna move into the room.
Okay.
So that I can point at this guy. And I'm gonna give him the knife hands. You know what this is. Listen here, bub. You don't fuck with my friends. As I call down the bell again.
All right.
Ring my bell.
It rolls a natural
Next
3,
week. I can do that one.
so it is going to fail.
7 points of damage.
Go ahead and describe the demise as the bell rings.
I want it to be an endless ring for him. It only lasts for like a split second, but for him it's like ooh, and it reverberates and it gets bigger and bigger and his eyes just
So
turn
you
into
guys,
jelly.
you guys watch in like a Metalocalypse fashion, like the bell goes, the guy, his eyes just pop out and he just drops to the ground. That bell is going to haunt him into his afterlife.
Nice.
And you get your 7 temp back if you lost them.
Yes, correct.
Which is important. Keep us alive.
And with that, the room is clear.
Whew.
Oh, but do we keep the 7?
Can't tell the rest.
Alright.
Until the rest.
Cool. Cool.
Which sounds like we might need to take one.
We could definitely use one.
Exploring the room, you guys find that there is an ox in here that looks like it's been recently bitten into, and that is what's making the noise. It is not dead.
Put it out of its misery.
Yeah, you can do that very easily. You do find other various piles of bones and just weird stool and stuff all over the place in this room. Looks like they keep this creature locked in here.
I'm just kidding.
Does it have teeth?
Yeah, it does have some very big, sharp teeth.
I would like to take its teeth.
Okay. You are going to be
Jelly
able
and
to
teeth,
harvest
this
out of
way.
it. Go ahead and give me a. I'm going to start making you guys do nature checks when you harvest stuff.
Would you like some help?
Just some guidance, maybe. Some help.
Are
and some
you
guidance.
assisting?
I'll assist her in the search for
And I'll
teeth.
give you
Okay.
guidance. Just in
Okay,
case.
this will be better.
Yes.
Teamwork
Yeah.
makes the dream work.
So, -1. 17.
17? Okay. So 17, you're going to find 10 total teeth that are, salvageable from the creature.
Okay.
Anything of interest on the orc?
You do find a couple gold, 11 total,
Hell yeah.
and about 30 silver, as well as a insignia that is as you roll it out, it's a long red, probably about this big, red cloth, and on it is 4 chain links all connected. And it's a black chain.
Tomb chain.
You also find on him keys. Looks like probably to the portcullis that he came through. There's a gate switch there that you guys can see. Looks like the key that he has fits that. There's also one for this one that is on the inside of the wall here. You guys look like the gate keys would allow you to lock the room from the inside.
Oh, we should do that.
Outside of that, his weapons are mundane. You don't really find anything else of any kind of value or interest. The armor itself is just hide leather, and it's been pretty beat up at this point.
Yeah, thanks, Brutalia, for ruining his armor.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you want to wear it? No offense, but it looks like it might not be your size.
One thing you guys are noticing, though, as you guys have entered into this room, you guys haven't really had a second to like pause and realize this, but when you guys are breathing now, when you guys are breathing heavily, you see your breath.
Like it's cold?
I'm feeling pretty chilly in here.
It was pretty chilly in here.
I've not.
Okay.
I've not felt cold like this for a while. Many years.
Well, I'd say we move on, right? And take that key and lock the door behind us.
Lock the door.
You guys gonna lock the portcullis behind you?
Keep on keeping on.
I'm going to drink health potion a long way.
Okay.
Should we take a rest?
Want to stop?
Here. We could lock ourselves in here. We could lock ourselves in here.
I mean, we're not on a time constraint, are we? We didn't hear anything about that. Or we are, I don't know.
I don't know, you want to read the thing again?
Sure.
We have the paper.
Is there a time constraint?
There is no time listed on it. It's just they want the goblin leader's head.
Does it say who wants it? Since we were so great before and totally asked that.
It says the constables, Axer and Caster of Krasmir.
Dookie dookie.
So Axer spelled AXYR and Caster CASTOR. They're the constables of Krasmir.
I wonder if they're the guy we saw with the shiny badge.
Maybe.
Well, we could lock ourselves in and try to take a nap. I don't know if we should take a long nap here, even though...
No, for sure. Just a quick one.
Okay.
A short one. I can keep first watch if you want. Up to you.
Well, I mean, I think we can all keep our eyes open while we're resting, right?
Yeah.
No,
I mean, if you wanted to take a nap. I just meant if you wanted to take a nap, was all.
I sleep with my eyes open.
Yeah, let's take a short rest and roll some hit dice.
Alright, so you guys are going to take a short rest? 15 minutes or so, about a half hour. You guys are going to tighten yourselves up.
Yep.
You guys feel better, muss up here.
Yeah.
So no more temporary hit points.
Oh, no temporary hit points.
Yes. Yeah,
Till the next
your attempts.
one that you kills.
Well, can I not can I not rest? I would just be healing back what I have in temp hit point. I don't really miss anything.
Well, if you guys take a rest, then you're all going to rest. You're all,
okay.
you all...
Oh, it's one for
either
short
have
rest
to
for my
or-
visage. Okay.
So.
Come on, man. Be a team player.
We should
Rest
do
with
that.
us. Come.
Take
Stand
a
next to my
load
fire.
off. Put your feet up for a moment.
Alright.
Let me take you out for an imported beer. So yeah, you guys can rest in here as long as you want. I'm assuming you guys would lock both doors to make sure
Yeah, da.
you're safe.
We're smart like that.
You guys take your rest.
So smart.
You guys are feeling a little better, a little more tuned up. What do you guys want to do?
Move along.
Keep on keeping on.
Eat
All
some
right.
cow. Just kidding.
So you guys will make your way from this room, and as you guys do, heading out the portcullis where you guys saw the orc come in, you do see a little room off on the left-hand side. There is a door shutting the room, but freely opens. Not locked.
Flappy door.
And you only see in there
Saloon doors.
a single bed and a lock box. Looks like a little crate that
Investigate the lock.
Oh, yeah.
Not trapped or anything.
you're gonna give me an investigation check.
Ooh.
That's a critical investigation.
Ooh.
It is not locked.
What a waste of
So it's not
critical.
trapped.
I will unlock it, pick it.
You said it's not locked?
Go ahead and give me a...
That is a Critical pick. 2 for 2.
So did you just like blow on this thing and
I
it popped
don't
open?
know. Snap my fingers and it goes shh.
Okay, I give up. I'm sorry.
Like the Fonz. Hey.
Hey. Yeah, I give it a little bump. Or shoulder. Or elbow it, I guess.
Yeah, so you open it up?
Yeah.
Alright, so inside
Critically opened it up.
you find a little small bag, about 15 gold in it. You also find 2 vials. One is red, one is green. You also find another one of those tomb chain symbols.
Tomb.
You also find 3 scrolls. They're all bound together.
Bound together.
Give them to the wizard.
You scroll.
Pass them over to him.
Probably.
Okay. You want to inspect them?
I do want to inspect them.
There is a scroll that, as you're reading it, I'm not really sure if you'd be able to. Do they have to be known spells? I'm trying to remember that. Well, let's go ahead and say you can read them. One is clairvoyance. One is.
Something like that.
What's that?
I was just spelling it poorly.
One is a scroll of light. And the other one. Yeah, a second. We'll just say it's a fireball. I don't know what else. I had something else written down. I did not.
Scroll of wish?
Fireball.
Oh, fire.
Of wish.
My bad.
No.
Nice try.
No.
My bad.
Not
Scroll
wish.
of endless wishes.
Oh God.
That would go bad.
Congratulations, you
So
won D&D.
This would be our last episode.
Congratulations, you won D&D.
Campaign over.
You win it.
I wish this wasn't our last episode. Problem solved.
Oh,
You know what? So smart.
So smart.
This guy.
You wicked smart.
Wicked smart.
What are you, wicked smart?
Outside of that, you don't really find anything else in the room. It seems like this is probably the room that he was probably staying in. Kind of get the feeling that this is a Rancor moment. Or like, the master guy came into his Rancor having problems.
Oh, can I take a tooth from Orc as well? You want to assist me on nature check?
Yep.
A guidance.
Yes.
I think I'll be okay. 18.
Take
You recover 7 teeth from said orc.
Okay.
Jeez whiz. You were just great at getting those teeth.
She is.
You know, I feel like cheating. Like, obviously this was their idea, now I'm doing it, but there really is something satisfying about pulling teeth out of corpse you just made.
I'll take your word
I don't
for
know
it.
if it's the noise or the feeling.
I'll take your word for it. For sure. Alright.
Alright, so you guys are looking down the hallway, and you guys see the hallway ahead of you is very dark again. You can use your torch or
Yes.
light your torch up.
Use my magic eyes.
Use
Yep.
your scroll.
Use your magic eyes.
Use my
And you're looking down, and
superior eyes.
this tunnel, like here, the tunnel ahead of you guys goes for a ways, probably a couple hundred feet before it suddenly makes a left-hand turn and begins descending again.
You're going so far down into this. How far down does the dirt go?
Pretty far. If I had to guess, it goes further than I want to guess.
That sounds like it's pretty
far.
pretty far.
Yeah, and then pretty sure it's just gonna get colder from here.
I mean, I grew up in cold. It's not so bad.
Guess that scroll of fireball must have warm.
So you guys are descending for a while again. This time, instead of the stairs being round, you guys are walking for about 50, 60 paces, and then it's turning again to the right. You guys walking again another 50, 60 paces, and it turns again to the right.
Ooh.
You guys do this probably about 8 or 9 times as you
Wow.
guys are descending.
That's quite the
And this time, instead of the purple algae you guys have seen before, you start seeing green.
Hmm.
And it is iridescent, like green, glowy.
Iridescent algae?
Yep. You guys are making your way
Keep
down and
keep
feeling
saying
it getting colder. In fact, as you put your hands on the walls, if you guys were to touch the walls, you feel cold to the touch. It's getting much cooler down here.
So cold down here.
I don't know. Why is it down so far?
As you come out
That's a lot of work.
to a flat spot where you feel that the ground has stopped descending, the stair, you don't see any more stairs around the corner. You see another long tunnel. And at the very end, you see an open archway. And in the open archway, you see bright lights. And you hear pushing on stuff. You hear like things scattering around the table. And you hear somebody, Seb, you understand this, in Goblin. I gotta find this. What do I do with this? I gotta check my notes again. What do I do? So 1, I do this. 2, I do that. And that's pretty much what you hear. You hear somebody like muttering to themselves, trying to do something.
We hear muttering too, but just don't understand, right?
Correct. You guys would just
Okay.
hear like gibberish, basically.
Goblin.
Goblin.
Sniff.
Well, what should we do? Should we murder this one too? You said goblin or gold?
Bit of both.
Ready, axes? Want me to go first or follow you?
Should we get some info from him if he's by himself, maybe? See if he can tell us where this leader is.
Well, I'm still in goblin form, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you?
Well, no, you're not.
Did I change
we-
back?
Yeah.
Thank God. So I'm Seb?
Did you?
I don't know.
I thought you changed back.
After the killing the
maybe
guard,
you
I'm
did.
Seb again? I was a goblin when I killed the guard.
Yeah, I don't think you changed back.
I do gotta grab something real quick so it's okay.
Okay.
So, yeah, I don't remember. Did you change
Do you
back?
guys remember? I don't think you did, honestly. I don't think you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe you should just sneak in with this.
Unless, like, it doesn't drop when you take a rest or anything,
No.
does it?
No, that's his permanent.
Yeah, because I
form.
remember you kicked off your boots and you're still wearing your goblin boots, right?
Yeah, I guess I'm still a goblin.
Yeah, you should go in and talk to him. See if you can find anything out about.
And we don't know the name of the orc or anything that's
Here.
going on.
Maybe you should hang this or tie it around your head. I'm gonna hand you the tune chain.
That's funny.
Tie it around boot. I think you're one of them.
Sorry, guys.
Thought it was right.
Just ask him what the leader is. Where's our leader? It'll be all sarcastic. Where's our fearless leader?
Who is your fearless leader?
Oh, I know. Just say,
What does he have you call him?
you're sent to help. What is it? Everybody likes being helped, right?
No, not everybody.
What are you guys doing?
I'm going to walk in.
You gonna walk in?
I'm gonna give you guidance before you go in there.
Okay.
So,
this
Seb,
adventure continues.
you are gonna go ahead and stroll on in.
To the map on?
Yeah, go ahead and turn the map on. And as you come down the hallway here, you gaze into the room and you see a goblin standing on this pillar, and he looks like he's looking through a book. He's going through it. And as soon as he notices you, he shuts the book, throws it on the ground. Ah, you've arrived. Welcome to your doom. He touches himself. You see armor appear on him. And he points at you as you watch 4 little creatures spawn up out of this magical little gateway.
Can I use my reaction to shout behind myself?
Yeah.
Plan B!
All right. And I need everybody to roll initiative.
Oh. And crit failed my initiative. Oh, it's a
Okay.
7. I'm blind.
I was like, what are you saying?
Hey.
That's a hell of a one. That's an exaggerated one if I've ever seen
I
one.
think because I think I was looking at it like
Fancy-ass
this.
Oh.
So,
Dummy.
Brutalia.
Well, that's good news.
16.
Jiik.
14.
Seb.
10, not 4.
All right. So, I'm assuming Brutalia and Jiik, you guys are going to be in the hallway behind Seb.
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and put you guys in.
I would think we probably would have been...
Further behind him.
Yeah, I mean, if we're being honest here, we
Yeah.
probably would have
Yeah.
been all the way at the back or around the corner waiting.
Waiting to hear from him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
So we'll go ahead and put you guys back there. Seb, since you are the one that he can see,
Well, I'm dead.
You have guidance, don't forget.
Alright.
You're welcome.
he...
Oh, now he's going for spell cards!
Yep, spell cards.
God, I should have saved my rage.
You see him
You
with
have
his
your reach
hand
back, don't you? Short rest?
reach out at you as you see a fire projectile launched at you. That is going to be a 12 to hit.
Miss.
Okay, you guys do watch this fireball, like this little bolt of fire come flying down the hallway, hits the wall, leaves a little quick burst of flame against the wall. And that is going to be his turn. Brutalia, you are up next in the initiative order.
Long rest. Okay. Alright, how far am I from weird little things that pop up?
You are just about 20, 40, 30 feet away from him. You can close the gap in 1 minute.
Okay, I'd like to close the gap.
To the green one? The first one?
Yes. Can I get between them, or are they too far?
They're too far to get between them. You could close on one of them.
Okay. Close on one of them.
Okay.
Bring down hammer one-handed, and then throw X. Stupid fucking wizard man right
Okay.
there.
Go ahead and
Fucking
roll
hate
your attacks.
wizard. Reckless.
Okay.
Yes, you do. Totally
That's
correct.
cocked, yeah.
Look up fire.
Okay. So
Gotta
21
cast it.
to hit the little bug thing.
21. It's going to hit.
Yes. Okay. And that
I think I
is
could just tell you, but
totally cocked.
Hey, oh, okay.
Alright. 10 damage.
10 damage, yeah.
And
So, yeah, you bring the hammer down one-handed and you hear a loud, nice crack sound on it. You definitely hit it for a decent amount of damage.
off
They say-
goes Zlea Sestra.
Hand axe is winging out at him.
25 reason.
Fuck you, die. 4 damage.
What'd you roll for the hit?
Yeah.
With the hand axe?
21.
21? Okay. And then 6 damage?
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay.
So,
Okay.
Weird.
All right.
Fight, fight, fight.
And that will be Brutalia's turn. That's going to bring us next to Jiik.
I'm gonna move up just behind Zeb,
Okay.
and I'm gonna look at the wizard, and I'm gonna pull out my scroll, fireball, read it, and then cast it at him.
Okay, yeah, so you bring the fireball scroll out.
Yep.
You read from it and you cast the fireball out.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Dex saving throw of 14.
I know a range of
You
that.
take half damage.
Yes, you are.
Take your bad as
Do I get advantage
Well, you
because
can
of danger sense or no?
Center it in some way, right?
Are you going to center it where she's out?
Yeah.
And everything else is in?
Yep.
Okay.
Do some kind of moon magic. Wow.
So what's the save?
14.
14? Okay, so the wizard saves, and so does one of the creatures. Everyone else fails. What's the damage?
It's going to be 32 divided by 2 for the ones that saved.
Okay. Okay, so...
Is that 14?
16.
12?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
11?
18?
5? Numbers?
Yellow?
Okay.
Yellow? Did you do yellow? Now?
So, you guys watch Jake cast the fireball, and you do see this one, and this one, all disappear.
I'll take that as a 7 temporary hit points.
Oh, that's good.
And that will bring us to the little creature who is going to make its move up against Brutalia. And it will make 2 bite attacks against you. A 15 will hit.
Yep.
Guessing our wizard friend is not immolated.
6 piercing damage as its jaws latch down on you, on your leg, biting into your calf.
Are they mechanical?
Ouch!
Nope. Can't really tell what they are. They're not mechanical.
Are they bug-like?
Buggish.
Buggish. Cool.
Seb.
Going to run and jump and stab the one in front of Brutalia.
Okay.
It is a crit fail. Other dagger. Almost really good. It's an 11.
An 11 against the creature?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you bring your dagger against it and you just hear a ching right off of it.
I've missed my last 7 attacks. And then I just frown again.
Yeah. These creatures are a lot more heavily armored than you thought.
Oh my god.
Brutalia. Or it's actually, hang on. It is going to bring us back to the wizard man, who, seeing all 3 of you now, brings his clawed hand up, using all 3 fingers pointing at you. You watch as 3 lights light up on the tips of his finger. As 3 rays streak out.
Is it an attack roll?
It is.
Can I use my unsettling visage that I just got back?
Yeah, that's going to impose disadvantage on his attack against you.
Flash my gross white eyes in.
So, misses you. He has straight roll on Tony. Be a 13.
Does not hit.
And then against Brutalia, he has advantage. That's going to be a 16.
Yep.
It's going to hit. So on you 2, you guys watch these 2 rays streak, and they do miss you, but you feel the burning ray
Ouch!
sink into you. As you take 13 points of fire damage
Ooh.
across her.
Oh,
And that is going to bring us to Mr. Miss Brutalia. Sorry, I thought it was going to be Mr. Jiix. Ms. Brutalia.
Squeeze me.
Pardon me, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright. What's the distance between me and Mr. Wizard?
You're about 15, 20 feet from him. He is on a ledge, so make it 25, because you got to get up the ledge to get to him.
Okay. I am going to run at him. I don't care about little bug anymore.
All right.
Stupid wizard stealing all his spells, hurting me with his magic. No, I am going up the stairs.
Okay.
And just like I did once before, I'm taking the hammer
It's not going to work that
in
way.
both hands, taking handle, and jamming it into his neck to try and knock him off of platform onto his back.
Okay, so you're going to try to get up
Yes.
here with him and knock him?
Yes.
All right.
Just like that.
So go ahead and give me...
Auto success.
give me your strength, opposing strength check.
Okay, not attack, just strength.
Well, you're going to try to push him, right?
Athletics.
Can I recklessly athlete?
Well, I mean, if you're raging, you already have advantage.
No, I'm not raging.
Oh.
Didn't have any rages
Okay.
again.
10.
Okay, it rolled a 7 because there's a -2 to its strength. So yeah, you can successfully get up there, boom, and just knock him off.
Okay.
And you see him, "Wah!" He goes tumbling back on his back.
Pretty cool. Does that count as two-handed?
That'd just be an attack.
Okay. Then I'm going to drop the hammer, jump off with the elbow, and come down on him.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll. I'm gonna see if
I
he
want
can.
to knock the wind out of him and squish his stupid little face.
All right, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Recklessly. 15.
Does hit, so you will hit it. Go ahead and roll damage.
4 damage. It's unarmed.
Okay. Yeah, so you land on it. When you land, you hit him.
I want to be on top of him, like across, or however you think would be coolest to land.
You land on him with like your elbow and like the side of you covering on him. When you impact on him,
People's elbow.
you smack, you give him a good like hit, and you just see him take it, and he just looks at you like you don't really see him taking any damage.
Ooh.
What the fuck is this stupid trickery?
So, from your point of view, you see the creature take damage.
Oh.
And that is going to bring us to Jiik.
So he's down now?
He is on his back, with Brutalia on top of him. Currently.
So that changes that. Alright, so I'm going to, instead of doing what I was going to do...
I hate the wizard!
I'm going to take aim at this bug thing. Say, what the hell are you? Shoot him.
Okay, Eldritch Finger Blast.
Eldritch Finger Blast for 13. That's a hit.
To hit? Yeah, you shoot at it and you watch the Eldritch Blast glance off of its armor.
No!
Oh, darn.
No!
Oh, darn. Well, that's all I got then.
Alright, and that will bring us
You did your
to the creature.
You did your best.
It's going to turn to Seb, and you're the closest one to it, and it's going to make 2 bite attacks at you.
Alright.
That's right.
Its first attack is a 10, but its second one is a crit.
Oh.
Bloody hell.
And the bite attack does 7 piercing damage as it latches onto your thigh.
Are you alive?
Ouch.
And bites into you.
I had full health from my rest.
Okay.
But
And that will bring us to Seb. It is your turn.
I'm gonna run right past it and stab the wizard.
Stab the wizard.
Alright, you run right past it. It gets another opportunity attack. Rolls a 2. It's going to miss. Jaws bite at you, miss.
And a 9 doesn't hit him, so you're never rolled again.
Yeah, you slash at him.
It's
hard to get at him with the Brutalia on top of him.
Other hand is a 17. I have not used my guidance. That's a good point. Would have
17 will hit.
17 will hit.
Yep.
Okay.
What's the damage?
It is 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 4. What's that? 14.
14. So you bury the dagger in it, and you don't see any wounds on him, but you do see this last creature keels over and dies.
Alright.
Alright.
Oh, should I have had advantage since he's prone?
Yes, you would have had advantage.
Oh, then I didn't swing the other attack right. It's okay. Can I just retcon it and give it advantage to him with my
Sure.
macho tactics?
That sounds good. Alright.
Right here.
And that will bring us back to his turn.
Need advantage on my attack. Okay.
Brutalia, I need you to give me a wisdom saving throw.
This should be interesting.
Nope. Not interesting. So close to a crit.
2.
Alright.
2.
2?
You didn't do that recklessly?
You instantly look at this goblin and go, oh my god, I'm so sorry. And you stand up, and you help him up.
Oh my god.
Oh, you poor thing.
Oh,
You're
buddy.
not wizard, you're just little man.
He looks at you and
such
says,
a big mistake.
and says, your friends are hurting me. Stop them.
Bro.
As you wish.
Use his movement to move back towards the doorway.
Brutalia is going to turn to you. She's bleeding pretty bad. Her one eye's grimacing.
And that will bring us
Cloudy.
to Brutalia's turn.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Alright, so I've got Seb next to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And my hammer. No, I dropped my hammer. I only have...
You don't have to attack your friends. He just wants you to stop them from attacking
okay.
him. You don't have to attack your friends.
Seb, don't you touch that man or I will hurt you. He is precious thing. I was wrong. He is not wizard. He is our friend. Jiik, I'm looking at you too. You leave this guy alone, okay? I really like you guys. I don't want to have to hurt you. Are you okay over there? I've got
okay.
I've got some salted meat.
I need to get out of here.
Let me give you some meat.
I need to get out of here.
Oh, you look like you're maybe limping. Can I pick you up and help you?
Jiik, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk further in the room so I can see him.
Okay. Yeah, you do see him. You do see as you approach in. You do see him, like Brutalia helping him up and like telling Seb and looking at you.
I was yelling at Jiik. He could hear me.
All right.
You see all this going on.
This man is not a wizard. We were wrong.
I'm gonna shake my fist at him and say, "Unforgivable." Is that cocked? That's still cocked.
Yeah.
It's totally cocked. And I'm gonna cast Witch Bolt at this fucker.
Okay. What's your? Is it attack?
Yeah.
What'd you roll?
It's a 24.
Yeah, that's gonna hit. Yeah, you guys watch this electrical blue energy crack between Jiik. It latches on to the goblin creature.
Yeesh.
And that is going to be... Double check that.
Oh no, my friend!
Kill him.
Wow.
20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Okay. As this happens, you guys watch the energy between them literally fry the goblin because, yeah, that is more than his hit points. So yeah, you guys watch this electrical energy between Jiik and him, like just rip him asunder. You guys watch the armor and everything just eviscerate. There's just a smoldering pile of goblin. Brutalia, you instantly feel like, what was I just doing?
Oh my god, you
I'm gonna
guys.
call over to him. Little man, welcome to Who's Doom?
Do you see why I hate wizard now? Look what he did to me. Jiik, Zeb, can you forgive me? I'm so sorry.
Just this once.
Oh, this once. Man.
It wasn't your fault.
Just kidding.
Thank you, Zeb.
7 hit.
7 hit
Who
points.
wants 7 temporary hit points?
I sure do. Sleep in
I
this
could
man's
definitely
room.
use them.
Yeah, that was a brutal roll. Ouch!
Yeah, that was hot.
2 10s.
Yeah.
What you like to see?
Well, alright. Did we, maybe we should search this room. What do you guys think?
Yes,
a
we
lot of
should
books
search
and
every
stuff.
inch of this room. Stupid wizard. I'm going to... Is there anything left of his corpse?
There's a little bit of a... Like, just a singed corpse kind of there on the ground. You guys are kind of going through his body. You do find a bunch of gold, 51 gold and
Can we
33
salvage any of
silver.
his body parts?
51?
Probably not. He's
Okay.
pretty well... Jiik did almost like twice his hit points in damage.
Can I
So-
tear his arms from his body and beat him with it?
Sure, if you really
Okay.
want to, yeah. You see, like, Brutalia, there are these, like, two, flame, like...
He's a goblin, right?
Arms just, like, beating on
It's like
his dead
Stealing
body.
magic, messing with people's minds.
Can we still harvest all the necessary things for
No.
the night?
No, said no.
Oh, you said no to that,
He's too chaired. That
Too
witch bolt
chaired.
was too haired.
It's too hairy.
He fried him right good, like
Yeah,
an
just
apple turnover.
Oh, man. You guys find that gold. You guys also find a strange arcane focus of his that he was holding in his hand.
Okay.
It is a strange metal disc similar to the one you guys found earlier.
Ooh.
Like the coin?
Yep.
Like
This one, and you guys touch it,
ridgeless
it feels cold. It's very smooth, just like the other one.
Interesting.
But it's
Okay.
smaller than the one you guys found that the orc had.
These
So
people
cold,
have all
see
these
it.
weird
Oh,
coins.
You also find on him like jewels worth about like rings and a necklace that are probably all said and told about 115 gold worth of value.
Wow.
And he also has a strange headband on that's still untouched.
Oh, okay. Well, let's take a look
Would
at
you
that.
like to put that on?
I guess I'll take it off of his body before I beat it to bed. Or I dent it. Take it off.
You couldn't dent it.
Oh.
Beating on this thing like it's...
I didn't really think I was going to be able to. Excuse me, you can't dent that.
Okay.
Seriously, it's magical. I don't. You can't do that. I don't think I could dent him with his own arms. Anyway.
Okay, so I
And-
take the thing off his head.
Okay, yeah, you can remove it, no problem. You guys are able to take everything off of him. Gazing around the room, you guys do see lots of bookshelves. These bookshelves are spaced around the room. There are 2 braziers that are lit in here, producing a lot of light. The doorway that is there is barred and shut. So you guys getting out, you guys are going to have to take the bar off to get out through the door. I'm not sure where the goblin was trying to go since the door is barred.
Nothing interesting in the bookshelves or nothing if we look.
Well, we'll find out next week.
Oh.
Alright.
Awesome.
So we'll see you guys next week. Tune in.
Thanks.
See what happens.
Thank you.
Yeah, you.